Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends get together, drink, and like to play Dungeons & Dragons.
Dungeons & Dragons!
Tonight we are on Drunken Dragons! Tonight we are on session 55, which blows my mind every time that number goes up. I don't even know why. Where we last left off, the Lords of Nightstone were in the hidden valley of Artesia, where Z was seeking enlightenment upon the boiling lake. Goldbrand accepted a friendly challenge, a race with Kreta of the Thunderclaw tribe, as a Razor Claw, that is to say, a Velociraptor. While he did come in second place, she did offer him a consolation prize, a dagger made with the talon of a raptor, as well as a bone hilt. I put that in your inventory, by the way. Taking a peek into his crystal ball, Davos set his sights on Imelda, King Hecaton's advisor, who was very well warded against such magics for her position. As the moon approached its full zenith, I didn't even realize I did that. Z experienced a variety of symptoms as a reaction, from intense, near insatiable hunger to erupting and flaming fur, as well as even slipping into a hybrid-like state where he was not quite werewolf, but not quite his normal fire genasi state either. He appeared elongated and wild, but seemed to have control of his faculties. While killing time, the Holy Boys went fishing to restore the empty supply that Z had torn through, and the party locked Z in the brig in preparation of the full moon. Luck seemed to be on Z's side that night, where he, as he won rollies, and every time I listened to it, I just thought it was fun. It's like, well, it's your lucky night after all, Z, and ha ha ha. And then who would know that less than 10 minutes later, Z would completely control and suppress the transformation that was trying to grip him through a natural 20 with a mere 5% chance of success. While they were waiting for that, though, the Lords did engage in a very fun game of a traditional Uthgard game. What's the fucks is up with that? Where G shared his experience of the spirits that he houses and why it appears to be a symbiotic relationship. Bergen expanded on why he chose not to get his tattoos, which was that he did not glorify the violence and seek them as trophies. There were alternative Zelda hearts discussed, however. Goldbrand explained that many in his tribe are like him, where they have numerous children with numerous different partners. And that while the tribe raises them together, Gideon in particular had been a very wild ride. Davos shared the craziest place he had sex was, in fact, at Ark's mother's house, although he did admit to macking on a succubus once. Pandora admitted her tongue is for cleaning and even offered to teach Davos, but she'd have to charge. And then last but not least, Ark shared that the strongest fighters of the Crimson Inferno go off and become captains of their own vessels, which helps the rest of the crew step up and grow. Because that was a particularly very genuine roleplay session, I want everybody to go ahead and take a point of inspiration. So mark that on your character sheet. Basically, any D20 you roll, you can use that point to re-roll it. As the party continued on their search for the Morkoth, they picked up a few new crew members, all of which Pandora and Ark have previously worked with. There was Young Volcano, the golden dragonborn stowaway, which hid among the 9 lives after you guys encountered the Crimson Inferno. You also found Jesse, the furry blonde furbolg, and Raisha, a dark-haired half-orc, both of whom were castaways who were drifting at sea and eventually washed up on this island after the Wailing Wyvern sunk. Jesse and Raisha, just the day before, had seen a very unusual vessel heading southeast, and the description matched what you guys were told by Lord Dryland. You guys pursued, and on the final day, approaching dusk, you managed to spot the Morkoth. And I thought I would mention this. When I had you roll the D10 on the first day, Barb, that was just to see if you found it that day. If you did not pass, it was going to be the second day. But it seemed so fun to fuck with you guys. And you did manage to make, I think it was 7 or 8 under 10 rolls in a row, which is very impressive. Bravo, bravo.
Oh god, it was so bad.
It was bad. I would like to think that you guys got all the bad rolls out of your system, but y'all did promptly have a series of natural ones. Oh, I've just been sent a snap. That's unsettling. As you guys finally found the Morkoth, among the ship was Wexx the Kraken Priest that you guys had encountered when you had fought that you had previously fought on Zephyros' tower, or very, very early on in the campaign. First 10 episodes, I want to say. You also saw that there were a swath of cultists, a half-dozen marrow, and a twin-headed shark that seemed to be monstrously deformed. Now, Pandora, Davos, and Goldbrand snuck aboard the ship with some help from invisibility, and found that aboard the ship was Hecaton, set within the hull and bound to 4 large stones that bore 4 Jotun runes. Davos successfully recognized the southeastern rune as the Stein rune, the very rune that's on his shield and represents the stone giants. Sending me liquor. I thought it was going to be important, you bastard. And one thing that slipped by me, Josh in particular, you were about to use Fireball, and you were going to change it into Stone, and so I was ready to go one direction, and you changed it to Shatter, which is totally cool, and I thought, oh, Shatter doesn't apply in this situation, but it is thunder damage, and therefore it does apply to this situation. Goldbrand, with your passive perception and where you were positioned on the ship at the time, when Z cast Shatter, you would have seen that the northwestern stone, the one marked with the yellow dot, dimly illuminated when he cast that spell. If you want, you can make a history or arcana check to see if you can identify what that rune is. Yes, sir.
That one? Okay. A history
Yes,
and
sir.
arcana check?
Yes, sir. Your choice.
None of that is good. I think they're both
Yeah,
negative
they're
one.
both intelligence-based, so I know really for y'all as a party, it's...
It's not intelligent.
God.
Wow! I want to know if Devin's thought is just as bad, though. So that makes me want to tell him to like cast that spell on it. If that is definitely a bad thing, I think it should just. That's what he thinks. But,
Oh God.
I mean, that's not a bad gut instinct. With a 0, the glow, it spooks you for a second. You're like, oh, that's spooky face shit. Like, I've never actually seen it show a 0 before. That's impressive. I want to commend you for that.
That is crazy.
Imagine Goldbrand just turns around and punches it. He's like, I don't know what you are.
Stop rolling, Pop.
Tell me your secrets.
Goldbrand thinks now is the time to hit it. Throws.
Hey, glow, smack it. After that moment, you guys were discovered by Wexx and his forces, and they put on an impressive show of force. Granted, you guys rolled very poorly, so several enemies got to move before even half your party had the chance. This included harpooning you guys from the ship and pulling you into the water, blasting you with lightning and psionic-based attacks, rebuffing a powerful spell with a counterspell, and even being attacked by the massive 2-headed shark. Where we last left off, Bergen, you were on the ship and have cast Spiritual Mace, so you have that up and running. You also just cast a pretty solid heal on the party, managing to get everybody into it, hopefully comfortable territory.
You know how much healing that was?
That was 33 points. I think you've already applied. I've applied it to you and to Spencer already, I think.
Yes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you cast the wrong spell. You cast a touch spell.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Oh. Did you? So you watched the recap and saw that?
I did.
I love you for that, first of all.
Yeah.
Since it was my
It is
fuck up,
true.
Bergen is such a good healer that he ignores touch when he needs to. He has touched all of your hearts, and therefore he is always with you.
We've all been touched by Bergen already.
That's true.
Oh my god. Bergen has touched more people than a Weinstein, and that's saying something.
Oh god.
That was a terrible joke.
Am I still...
Josh, 1 second. Josh, you have Synaptic Static currently cast on you. You have a -4 to your attack, ability checks, and concentration saves. At the end of each of your turns, you can make an intelligence check to try to break it. I'll even tell you that the DC is a 17, and that's an intelligence save, not an intelligence check. Davos blinded Wexx and the pirate captain, and... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, so it's a 17, but I have a -4 to that when I do the check, right?
Oh, I guess you do. Well, no, it doesn't say saving throws, only concentration saves.
Okay.
Just checks, like if I were to ask you to make a strength check against something, strength saves are different. Saving throws are usually what you'll be forced to do in combat. Wexx and the pirate captain are both blinded until the end of Davos' next turn. If you guys will help me remember to unblind them at that point. Wexx is also grappled and restrained by Arcanox, and he needs to make a DC 16 strength save at the start of his next turn. At the end of last session, I thought Goldbrand was paralyzed because of Hold Person. He got to make an attempt to break it, but I accidentally rolled a Constitution save instead of a Wisdom save. His Wisdom score is high enough, +5 higher than his other ability check, and would have passed with the number that the dice rolled. So he is no longer paralyzed, but he did lose that turn. And with that, my dudes, we're going to dive on in. Any last minute reminders, requests, jokes, insults?
I have a request. Please don't kill me.
I'll do my best.
Fuck him up. That's what I hear. So when you say you added health, did you add that to my sheet?
Yeah, you should be at like 40, I think, somewhere around
Yes. Okay.
there. Okay, yeah, you were in single digits.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then
Sure.
you were. I think when you left, you were like 12, 15. You got hit one more time. You were in single digits, and then he bumped you up 33 points. And Bergen, through the power of
digits. It was not.
Yeah.
Because you're going down too. Okay.
Oh, and just for this doesn't apply to any of you, but just for thematics, Pandora in single digits was harpooned, or had a harpoon fired on her, and would have died and been pulled into the water. But she passed. Well, I had Barbara roll it because her dex is the same as Avalon's. Avalon leapt in front, took the harpoon, and is currently in the water, as is Z. Currently waterlogged in the middle of the ocean between these two marrow. And that is where we're going to pick up.
A quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
The placements. Okay, so I dragged my own token into the water for this placement.
Yes, sir.
Does it matter if I'm there or here? I don't know. You get to choose because you're the person.
Technically, you would. I would argue you could be here, or here. I would say most likely here because of where I think you were positioned. I think you were either on this square or the square above it.
Yeah.
Granted, those aren't exact positions because, obviously that's not the full scale of the ship, but
Okay.
I'm curious as to why that's relevant, but I'm excited to find out. Pandora, we start off on the top of the round. You've just been healed a little bit, but your sister has just been pulled into the water by this harpoon. She is not grappled or restrained by it. When the creature pulls, it actually rips it out of them, but with enough force that they fall into the water themselves. What do you do?
All right, I gotta help my homegirl get back up here. So, whoops! Oh, my screen just flipped out when I tried to. This little dude that's right beside her. I'm gonna try and cover her escape by shooting the fuck out of him.
Get him! Shoot the fuck out of him!
Maybe if it rolls, I clicked it. Yeah, 30. I
30.
assume hit.
Were you hiding at the end of the last round? I'm trying to remember.
Oh no, because I think I used my
You used your
watery
bonus
form,
action
and
to
I'm
do the
out of
watery
water.
form. Yeah.
I'm out of the water, so I'm technically not hidden.
Okay, that does do the
But
9 points. I was just about to say, he does take the 9, and we are going to go forward to the Shadow Priests. Oh, Barbara, you can move, by the way. You are still in your watery form. That is like a minute duration, I think. Maybe longer. Yeah. So you are still in that form if you want to use any of those effects. The Shallow Priests. One near Arc, one up on the top of the ship. I think this one's going to come up. If he's going to try to go with... Oh, I didn't get my dice up. Can he get a line of you? He can. This one's going to come up and stand beside his friend. Line up a shot. I need Ark and Goldbrand to both make a dex save as he fires off a lightning bolt at you. Oh, the lightning! Nat 20 save. Fantastic. An 8. Less fortunate. Oh, I don't know why I'm rolling. Okay, so with a 20, I'm actually going to say, Goldbrand, you don't take any. Ark, unfortunately, you do take 28 points of lightning damage as this enormous burst of lightning goes to the center of the ship. It actually, runs across Hecaton's chest and Ark's dance off of him. And Goldbrand, you once again see that same stone
That doesn't also
glow.
hit what?
So the thing is, you guys are actually on the lower level of the ship. Where Bergen, Wexx, and the Shallow Priest are is actually raised up at its full height, and then there's this bottom part in the bottom where Hecaton is lying, and you guys are on him. But good looking out. The second Shallow Priest, I think he's going to go for a roll on... I think we're going to try a roll on Davos. Actually, Devin, will you pull up Davos' sheet for me?
Got it. What do you need me to roll?
I'm going to have you roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, hold on, I have to click features and traits real fast. Wisdom save.
12, okay. He fails. He is paralyzed. He has been hold person. He gets to reroll that at the end of each turn.
Oh god.
Gonna mark that spell off. As we go to the Maw of Sekaloth. Since Davos... Oh, actually, there's people in the water. You watch as the shark descends beneath the water. And again, this creature and all of these cultists, none of them are natural. They all have monstrous deformities. Whether it be the barnacles growing along them, the weird sea creature parts that are stitched onto them, or in this case, the literal two sharks that seem to have been combined into one. It disappears beneath the waves and crashes up on the other side of the ship. It's going to make an attack at Avalon and Z. Gets at a +6 to this. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Gets at a +8 to these. Okay, so Z, a 16, does that hit you?
No, it does not. Well, minus... Do I do the -4 thing?
Not to hit. No, not on your armor class.
Okay.
It does hit Avalon with a 25, however. Avalon takes 16 points of damage. I'm actually going to just move a couple of things real quick so I can make some room for him. As he crashes through the water, he pushes these guys away a little bit. There we go. And as we round to Z, you've just had a shark take a snap at you. Avalon is in the water next to you. What do you do?
Can I first bonus action and activate my Ring of Water Walking?
You certainly can.
Cool. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to ask Avalon this ship or that one, and I'm going to point behind us or to Hecaton.
Oh. Avalon just saw her sister get fucked up and come back, and she points to the 9 lives. That one right there.
Okay. I don't know if I like her choice. I want to go the other way.
You can have 30 feet
Before
movement.
you go.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you're only 5 or 10 feet away from the vessel. You could probably get her there and still make your way close to the other ship. But you are going to have to take some opportunity attacks if you pull away.
Well, I want to be sneaky about it. I'm gonna tell Avalon. I'm going where the storm giant is. Do you want to ride?
So you didn't ask her the original question? Considering she's being bitten by a shark, yes, I would.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna cast Thunderstep then, and I'm
Fantastic.
gonna snatch her up, and I'm gonna.
That does allow you to bring somebody with you?
Yeah, I can take one willing creature with me.
Where do you land?
Big forward energy.
Big forward energy.
I think I'm gonna get like
Built
right
tough.
here if I can. I kind of want to pop up right, but does Avalon get to attack at all?
We'll say at the top of her initiative, she gets to make some strikes. Yeah, we have a stat block for her. Barbara, that's on Pandora's sheets where it says Avalon's Saber Strike or whatever.
Yeah.
So when the time comes, I'll have you roll for that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask her. I'm gonna say, okay, prepare yourself, and I'm gonna land us right here.
Okay. I'll pop her here.
Quick.
And as you come into contact, or as you boom through this, once again, that yellow stone lights up. And Z, you see it this time. So I'll ask both Z... Actually, since it's happened a couple of times, Z, Goldbrand, Arc, all of you roll a history or an arcana check for me.
Okay, I need to cast a spell real quick too, because it does
Nope,
damage.
go ahead. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Not the best damage I've ever rolled, but...
What is this radius on that?
Within 5 feet of me, so it's not huge.
Okay. It does get the shark, which is good. But you do manage to peel away. You can reposition yourself, good sir. And you use your bonus action for that, so we're going to move on to Wexx. Wexx atop the ship.
I forgot to roll that. There you
1,
go.
2, 3.
Damn.
25 Arcana. Wow. A nat 20? You don't speak giant, do you?
No.
But with a nat 20, it won't matter. I mean, the DC, if you don't speak giant, is 20 anyway. You recognize this rune as the Cloud rune. You saw this in the Cloud Countess's castle. It is symbolic of air, of thunder, of lightning. It is a all of these thunder-based attacks that you've been doing have been seeming to trigger it in some way. Davos would probably also tell you that the bottom corner is stone, and for a nat 20, pick one of the other two.
I'm gonna pick. So we know the green dot and the yellow dot now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pick this one beside Davos.
You know, that's a good one to pick, because that is the fire rune.
Ooh.
Oh, so it makes sense. We'll know it.
So you know, it's funny because I asked you, and then after I looked at the other two, and I'm like, I should have just told you the one that I wanted you to know, but that's perfect. No, that worked out anyway. I know we're getting a lot of dots that are represented by characters on the map. Forgive me, that is all I can say. So excellent, you have 3 out of the 4 of these identified, and know that they seem to be responding to your magic. You don't know exactly how to trigger them per se, but you're getting a good idea. With that, Wexx, he sees all of you gathering on the ship before him. He's going to take a step toward Bergen. He throws out his hand, and a burst of icy energy forces its way across Bergen in this enormous cone as he casts Cold of Cone. I need Cone of Cone. Did I just say that? Cone of Cold.
Wait, was he able to do that?
Oh, thank you. No, you get me to a certain. You get me to the previous thing. He is grappled under strain. Thank you for putting me back into it. He looks down at them and he sneers, and you watch as he bursts into this inky mist and reforms on the lower level of the deck. He's used a Misty Step spell to evade it. That does use one of his get out of jail free cards, and it does use a spell for the turn, so he can't do the Cone of Cold. So instead, he is going to
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was going to get all of you the fucked up part, because that's a 60-foot cone. It's enormous.
Oh yeah.
He is going to come up. He sees Z and Avalon just come up, and he grabs onto your arm, Z, and electricity starts arcing through him and towards you. I don't think you make a save for this. It's a hit. Does a 17? That does not hit, does it?
Meets.
It meets? Oh, damn. You take 2d8. You take 9 lightning damage, and you cannot take a reaction for the next round. That he cannot cast an actual spell, so we go to the marrow. There are 3 left. One of them is going to take a swing on Davos. Davos is paralyzed, so he gets advantage on these. And if they hit, they crit. He's going to go for... Oh, he only gets to do 1. A bite. A 19 does not hit a Davos. Oh, he gets advantage, though. A 22, I think that meets Davos.
Yeah, hold on. Yes.
Okay, it's an auto crit, so he takes 16 slashing damage. Actually, it only doubles the dice and not the modifiers. Make that 12 slashing damage. Pandora, this one in front of you is going to take a harpoon shot on you.
Can it see me?
Oh, no, you hit. What was your DC? Or your stealth?
27, I think.
Oh, he cannot see you. No, even if he rolls a 20.
Yeah, no, he can't.
Fantastic. He is instead going to come back this way then, because I'm not really aiming for the NPCs. He's going to see Z and Avalon just popped up onto the ship. He will fire on Avalon. Does a natural 20 hit?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it do. That's unfortunate. Avalon is once again pulled back in. It would be just like a cat, like who hates water, to get out and just fall right back in. Yeah. That's a tragedy. She does take a chunk of damage. Barbara, just so you know, she's at 22 hit points. The other one comes down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to take a shot at Z from here. Z does a... Oh, that's pretty high too. A 21 hits. You take 11 points of damage. Oh, and actually you get to make a strength save for this. I'm sorry. Go ahead and make a strength save for me. You do...
The negative -4.
You do not. No, it's ability checks. but an 11 is too low. He does manage to pull you underwater. I am going to double check to see if Avalon would not have succeeded. So both of you are yanked right back into the water by the marrow. That is all three of them as we go to Ark.
And real quick, I am going to make
Alright.
Yes, sir.
because I forgot to do it earlier at the end.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Uh,
That does not pass, unfortunately, my friend. All right, Ark, what you got, dog?
Alright, with Avalon and Z getting pulled back into the water, I am going to jump overboard.
Get it?
Assist them.
I love
Assist
it.
them.
The Marrow Priest would probably get a swipe at you. They don't really have a good melee attack.
Well, man, unless they get a 20, it's not doing nothing.
Neither of the priests did. The other Marrow gets to as well, but he doesn't succeed either. You guys watch as Ark runs, kicks off this stone that's been glowing, and basically like front flips and dives into the water. Very elegant. What do you do?
Alright, I'm gonna swing at the marrow in front of me.
Get him. Hug him up.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 18 definitely hits, yeah. Roll damage and then roll your second. Fantastic. Another hit. And if you want, you got one more bonus action. Did it die?
No, I accidentally closed the window. I got it back up.
Oh, you could. Control Shift T.
1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit more movement right here. Position myself.
Hey, go right
Can I
ahead.
make a movement and just one more attack, or does my movement do it?
No, your movement doesn't take away from any of your actions. So roll for damage on that second hit because that second one did hit. And then there's your roll damage for both of those.
That's my bonus.
12. Oh, the one in front of you is looking fucked up. The one that just yanked Avalon in the water. He is in critical condition. That's your action, bonus action, movement. So we go to the bandit captain, who sees. Oh, he's blinded. That's right. Interesting. Okay. They are still blinded to the end of. That wouldn't have changed his blah 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 Misty Step. Okay, so he's gonna come up here. Blinded, he's gonna try to take a couple swings on Bergen. He gets to add a +7 to these. First shot at disadvantage. Does not hit. Second shot at disadvantage. 16 does not hit a Bergen. Third shot at disadvantage. Does not hit. As we go to Davos, he's paralyzed. Make a wisdom save. That's what I said earlier for this, right?
This is what you said earlier for this.
Good. I'm just gonna double check after last week. At 11, no, he is still paralyzed, unfortunately. As we go to Bergen, Bergen's got his mace up. Oh no, Bergen's here. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna move past that dude, provoke an attack of opportunity, I assume.
Yep, he is blinded though, so. Yep, you're good.
Alright, I'm gonna lay my hand on.
Go ahead. I like to think of it like he comes up to like start to swing, but you've already left, and he's just swinging at nothing his whole turn. Like
a silhouette shape of Bergen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Davos to undo the
Fantastic.
paralyze.
That does take the paralyze away. Fantastic move. 10
Best
10.
clerk in Faerun.
Bonus action. Swing with the mace on the blinded man. You said that was a
Get him.
third level. You cast.
Yes, sir. And you do get advantage on that swing because he's blinded. Oh, actually, since Davos' turn just ended, he is not. But at 8,
okay.
a 15 hits anyway. He takes the 10 force damage. He's looking kind of roughed up. He's not on death's door or anything, but he ain't feeling great. Fantastic. Anything else? Okay. Goldbrand, bringing us in, carrying up the rear.
Yeah. All right. So did he come down to Wexx? Is that Wexx in the blue dot? Did he come down to the level
Yes.
that we were on?
Yeah, he misty stepped down from the upper level. It's kind of hard to see, but there are some stairs right here. So there is a way up and down without, extra movement, but...
So many decisions. Okay. Do I want to drop rage or not want to drop rage? Alright, instead of dropping rage, Golbrand... No, doesn't even have to move. He's just going to swing at Wexx.
Do it. Chop, chop.
I don't know what else to do. I know a couple other things I might could do, but... Do either of those hit? 20 to 19.
Both of those hit. Fantastic.
That's 15 damage
13.
total. So add +4 to this because of rage.
Fantastic. Golbrand comes up, and with it's funny, Wexx just now getting his vision back. As it comes to and it's finally sharp, he just sees Golbrand axe up and just cleave! Does 2 hefty blows. Bonus action.
I could throw a thing. I really want to hold person him, but I don't know if it's going to work well because he's a cleric. All right,
You don't know if he's a cleric, but he is a spellcaster. Also, it occurs to me, you were paralyzed for a time, which means you would have been incapacitated. Does that break your rage?
Yes.
My inclination is to say yes. But
Yes, I believe that is correct. Well, I'll use my bonus action to rage.
There you go.
We'll do it that way instead.
As we come to the top of the round, Devin, Z, and Ben, please roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
And don't roll below a 3.
Oh shit, alright.
Boom.
Oh, I rolled a
3
3.
meats! 3 meats!
Oh, no, yeah, the meats, but it's not a good check.
I didn't roll under a 3.
You did. I should have said don't roll a 3 or lower. You are correct, but that does not change your fate, unfortunately. The waters...
Can I use my inspiration?
This isn't a character thing. This
Alright,
is
whatever. Go ahead.
This is the roll of fate, as it were. But things get a little spoopy. The water suddenly goes inky black, and it's eerily calm at sea. There are no gulls. You do not see any other fish or anything in the water. It is getting... It's already approaching dusk, and it is eerily still. Even the waves themselves seem to quell a bit. As 4 enormous tentacles rise up from the inky black water.
Don't fucking do that.
Slarkrethel is in the building.
Yeah.
He does not get to move this round, but two of them are coiling around the front of the ship. One of them is reaching out toward Avalon and Ark. One of them is reaching out to the 9 lives. They don't get to attack this first round, but you know that the Kraken of the Deep, in its monstrous scale, is beneath the very water that you're in, Arcanox. At this moment, the 9 lives gets to fire. Barbara, do you choose to aim at the tentacles or at the boat?
The tentacles seem like the more imminent problem. So,
They
the
are!
tentacles do not get along. I'm telling you.
We have the boat under control, that's fine.
We're going to say that since you have 4 cannons, 2 of the shots are going to go to the upper tentacles. Each of the upper tentacles. Oh, that's a lot. That's a Barbara.
Well, no, it makes me think of when Leon was like really little and we took him to the aquarium and he really loved octopi.
Yeah.
But he couldn't say the word tentacles. It sounded like testicles, yeah. He's like, Mama, it says testicles.
Was that the trip I went you with?
That might have been. I was about to say that.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway,
Dude,
first 2
Atticus wasn't
shots.
even alive. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was pre-Boomby. First 2 shots, they get to add a 6. One of them does hit and deals a decent chunk of damage. The other tentacle, one of those does hit and takes the 2 of the cannonballs crash into the tentacles closest to the ship, and they rise, and you hear this bellowing, deep cry that sort of, you feel it in your bones. It's very bassy and low, vastly unsettling. The Markoth also gets to take off some shots if they have somebody near the cannons, or near the ballista. They do have 2 people. 1 toward the 9 lives. That does not hit. 1 toward also the 9 lives. That does hit. That's 28 damage to the ship. Let me scoot just a little further over so I can see those hit point totals. 30. Barbara, your ship is at about 2/3 health, just so you are aware. As we round to you. Your sort of husband, are you guys married? Are y'all a couple? What's the official, like, status?
Yeah, what are we?
I was gonna say,
In the water with the Kraken? What are we?
man, she's got to hit up all the brothels, okay?
Okay, she's an open agent, gotcha. Well, your first mate and your second mate are currently writhing in the water with your elemental Ganassi friend, between a shark, 2 marrow, and 2 massive tentacles. What do you do?
Well, shit, man. Like,
Shit, indeed.
you know, I'm not a big fan of tentacles. I'm gonna shoot at this one right here.
Okay.
Cause imminent threat here.
Indeed, you are hidden.
Yep.
To remind her that you think you have charges for your bow, right? You can do additional damage if you call that out.
Yeah, I could, but I rolled piss poor, so I don't know.
15 does not hit the tentacles, unfortunately. They're big, but and you watch as the arrow hits it, you feel like it's a good shot. It does make contact with the beast, but even for something as soft and squishy as a cephalopod-like creature would be, its hide is thick and dense, and it does not seem to have any effect on it. The cannonballs had some impact. Your arrow doesn't seem to. Fantastic. Indeed.
But I got a nat 20 on my hide.
You disappear. You are gone. The cat dimension opens up and swallows you whole. You are never seen again. Marrow Shallow Priests. Okie dokie. Let's see. One of them... Davos just got unhold personed. He's got to touch him for that. 1, 2, 3... Okay, he's going to do a Cure Wounds on Wexx. Give him a little hit point boost. For 12 healing total. Putting his hands on another Kraken creature. Disgusting. And then the other one is going to come down. Oh, whoops. Nope, not you. No, I want you, motherfucker. Thank you. He's going to come up here. He doesn't have a lightning bolt slot. He's going to come up here and he's going to harpoon Goldbrand, actually. From a distance, because he doesn't want to get close to you. He does get a 18, excuse me. Does that beats Goldbrand? Make a strength check with advantage, and you take 11 points of damage. You're raging, so 5.
Wait, that was a save. I'm sorry. A strength check?
Oh, it is a save. You're good. You resist. You actually give a little tug and pull him a little closer for some extra flavor of it, as he deeply regrets his decision. The maw.
What was the damage on that? I'm sorry.
5 for you.
Thank you.
This big boy, he's going to take a bite, I think, on Z and Arc, the 2 bigger targets in the water. He gets to add a good bit to this. Plus 8, first one. Yo.
Did you say that Avalon was supposed to move at the top of the round, or?
Yes, thank you very much. She can choose, if she gets on the Morkoth, she only has 1 opportunity attack against her. If she tries to get to the 9 lives, she's probably going to have to take a couple.
I think she would logically want to get out of the water where all of this is happening, so...
Excellent. Okay. She pops up onto the ship. She does get to make 2 strikes with her rapier. So, Barbara, you can hit either of the pink boys and roll 2 of those hits for me on your sheet.
We'll probably just do this one that's touching on that man, you know.
Gotcha. Because she's a homophobe. I get it. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
We don't take them kinds. Shit, my computer.
We don't take them kinds.
Oh,
that's the most Fanning County thing I've ever heard you say.
God, I know. All I've got is her Shade Strike. What do you want me to roll for that?
Oh, that is the...
That's the roll?
Yeah, it's like a 1d10 plus something?
Yeah, 1d10
yeah.
plus 6.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, she stabs Goldbrand. No. He does take the 13 points of damage. Bibbidi-boo! Fantastic. Thank you for reminding me that, Barbara. Help me remember. The shark is going to take 2 attacks. First one on Arc gets out of plus 8. That's a natural 1. And for this one, I certainly will roll. If it's odd, And it is. He takes a chunk out of this boy here. How much? 16 points of a chunk.
Damn.
Fantastic. The other one coming at Z, that is a 19 to hit, which I think does hit. Z takes 16 points of piercing damage as the shark once again tears into you. Your blood is beginning to fill the water, and you're having almost, not quite flashbacks, but you recall when you first found the shell and the tiger sharks coming after you. You know that this is a dicey situation as we round to your turn.
Okay, I would like to, on that attack, use telekinetic reprisal.
For sure, yeah. That pushes
Get
it
him.
5 feet away or 10 feet.
I have to roll it, and it's a strength save to be pushed or not pushed.
I don't know what its strength is. But really, how strong is anything against being pushed in the water? You said oh, he actually has a pretty solid strength. But he rolled in that one! What's the damage on that? 2d8? I'm going to say it does the max damage. That does 16 points as the shark is pushed into the tentacle.
He's pushed 10 feet away. Yeah, nice.
He's pushed 10 feet into tentacle.
Ew. Right into
wait.
it, huh?
Oh, that was 26 damage. Whoops. I was helping you out a
How
little
did
too
you
much.
take 26 damage?
What do you do with your turn, since that was just your reaction?
I think what I want to do first is I'm going to... I don't know if it's gonna work well in the water. Screw it. What are the rules on twinning spells? Can I twin any spell?
I think we said it couldn't be a spell that has a multiple target effect.
Right.
But
like
anything
if-
else is
if
fair
it's a
game.
pack spell, the radius could technically be a multiple target effect, but it's not.
I
like
think AoEs are... Well, could you twin spell a fireball, is what's coming to mind, and I'm wondering. Fireball can't be it has to be a single target spell, so no multiple targets, no AoEs.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I am going to first cast Shatter. I'm gonna flavor it as a fire attack, and I'm gonna do it
Okay.
like right here.
Fantastic. Okay. So are you trying to hit anybody besides Wexx? Because
I'm trying to hit Wexx, but I'm also trying to hit the rune to see what happens.
I see that, yeah. But you do, it's 4 squares. It's a 4x4 circle, basically. So it's gonna, if you put it in the middle of the ship, it's gonna hit Bergen, Goldbrand, Davos.
So if I put it like out here,
It could potentially hit you. You could probably put it here, and it would get... I would say Bergen is in the corner of that 4x4, and thus would be exempt from the damage, because, you know, a circle wouldn't hit the corners. So I would say you could get Wexx, the captain, and the rune.
yeah, I'm gonna put it right there then.
Oh, and the shark, actually.
That's what I was
Okay.
trying to do, is ease it towards the shark.
Yeah.
Too. Like, screw you, buddy.
All right, what was that, a con save? Okay, so here is the shark's con. Here, he passes. Here is Wex's. He does not have proficiency in these. And then the captain. Oh, okay. So Wexx fails. Is there a bonus effect if it's shatter? If he fails, or is it just the full damage?
No, it's just the full damage versus half damage.
Excellent. You watch as Z fires off again what looks like a firebolt, a firework almost. A bolt of fire shoots out of his finger, and as it meets the outside of the ship, explodes into this massive pop of flame. And it does a decent chunk of damage, and as the fire strikes the rune glows, and the chain, almost like the stone were turned to liquid, the chain falls out of it. That arm is free. Let me do this damage before I forget. If you have a bonus action, you're welcome to take it.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. I am going to attack of opportunity, but it doesn't matter. No, I can't do that. I think as a bonus action, I actually just want to, if I can, I want to cast my whirlwind spell.
Yeah,
Just
for sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think about what I want to cast it on. Like, I think I actually want to cast it. You know what? I'm gonna
Well,
cast.
Whirlwind is a self spell. It's like a radius around you, I think.
Oh, it's 5 feet. Yeah, okay. That actually works out then. That's kind of what
Yeah,
I'm
it gets the 2 people you need to.
Cool.
I'll even say, since Ark is in that radius, I'll allow him to make like a deck save and see if he can ride that momentum to get back on the ship if he wants to, or on the 9 lives at least.
I can do it.
The weird thing about casting it, I don't know. My hit DC is only a +4 for it. Should it be a +10 for my spell?
This is a creature ability. I think it's based off of this ability that the Invisible Stalker has, which is what the Spirit of the Wind is based on. So since it's you summoning forth the elemental to do that, I would say probably not. It would just be the 14 or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't even think it necessarily has an attack roll. I think it's just they have to make a save, or they do bludgeoning damage or not. Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
Okay. What save is that? Dex, or is that a...
It is a strength save, and it says of my spell save DC, which is 16.
Oh, unfortunately, both of them pass. They do take half the damage, but they don't get pushed. And now that you're in the water with them, you're realizing these things are bigger than you realize. They are muscular. They have webbed fingers, sharp fangs, spines that go across their heads. It's very uncomfortable to be in the water with them. The one above you is looking pretty hurt. The one to your left actually is destroyed. As you blast the wind back, it actually pushes it to the tentacle, and the tentacle like instinctively just curls around it and crushes him. Deeply unsettling. Anything else?
That's it.
Fantastic. I will also say this because I thought about it. Since Whirlwind is not a spell, you can cast a spell and do that in the same turn like you just did. That's not like a faux pas or anything. Wexx, seeing that he's getting a little too much attention, is going to use that cone of cone he wanted to earlier, but I think he's going to reposition first. He could get the 3 of you.
Do it. I'll get you.
Okay, so Wexx watches as the chain falls from the stone, and his face contorts in absolute fury. He looks over the ship, throws out his hand, and he casts Cone of Cold on Z, Ark, that Marrow, and the ship, because it's a big enough radius to hit them. And Pandora, technically you're within 60 feet too, so I need all of you to make a con save. I'm going to say that unfortunately the ship just fails because it is a construct. It doesn't have...
Not being in the cat dimension doesn't help me.
Yeah, unfortunately not. He's not aiming at you. He's aiming at the guy who seems to be figuring out how this works. I will... okay, the DC on this for Wexx is pretty high. It's a 17 for Cone of Cold, or well, 17 for all of them. So Z passes.
Oh, I actually failed because I still have the -4, isn't it, on checks?
On concentration checks, not constitution checks.
I keep forgetting.
No, you're good. So, Z, you take 16 points of damage. Everyone else takes 32 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
And the ship takes that 32 as well.
Back in single digits, baby.
Yeah, but at least it's not 0, BB.
Yeah.
That does take a chunk out of the ship. 32 minus 216, 14, 180. Whoopsie daisy. Fantastic. Excellent. I don't know why it jumped like that. It's stupid that it does it. Where were we? We were coming up on... Wexx just did that, so now it's the Marrow's turn. Oh, and technically, the Marrow had to make a save for that too, because he's also in the water next to you guys. Constitution? Is that what I said earlier? Yeah. He fails, and he freezes over and begins to sink. The ice floats. He kind of lobs there awkwardly.
Can I climb on top of him?
I like that you scramble on top and you like hold onto Ark's hand and say, "Never let go, Ark."
No, it's just gonna be that.
And I'm just standing on top of the water, you know.
Yeah, I'm just like, I have water walking. This is not a problem for me. Oh, you also have water walking. Y'all are just two bros standing on the water.
We're just
because you're not gay.
I lean in like I'm gonna kiss him on the cheek. Never let go.
He's nice and warm.
The Goldbrand. Actually, no. It's going to take a swipe on Davos. The marrow beside you. Nat 20. That's 12 points of piercing damage to Davos. As we round to Ark. What do you do, my dude?
Fuck him up.
Indeed. Fuck him up, fuck him up. What you got up them scaly sleeves?
I am going to use my running long jump. Because I can run on top of water.
Yeah, you can.
I am going to, like, jump behind Wexx right here. I'm going to try to position my breath attack to where it hits the Kraken Priest and him. I'm going to hit my breath attack.
I mean, you technically have psionic control over it, so you can position it where... Because I'm thinking if you blast it out... What's the radius on it now? Is it 20 feet? 10 feet? I forget.
I think it's 30.
Or not the range, but the cone length.
Oh, it's 5 feet wide, yeah.
So it could get both of them. Yeah. Okay, what kind of save is that?
You know, is a deck 16.
Loop. And that's the wrong marrow. Where's the shallow? There he is. Both of them fail and take the full 15 damage. Let me just check one thing. Okay, they do not have resistance to fire damage. So they do take the full 15. You still have your action. What do you do, my dude?
Alright, then I'm just gonna hit Wexx. I'm just gonna hit him for my full 3.
Yeah, get him. Well, you used your bonus action, so you only get 2 of those.
Okay.
Try not to say numbers out loud while doing math. Unfortunately, the first 2 strikes do not meet Wex's AC. He's surprisingly agile. He wriggles and rides in a way that's very hard to pin down. You do manage to singe him a bit with the fire, though, as we round to the bandit captain, who is no longer blinded. Realize he's been swinging at nothing. He's going to come up. Oh, you. Thank you. He'll actually come up on Ark, since Ark's just leapt onto the ship in the most dramatic way possible. And he's going to go for a couple slices on you. You get to +7 of these. First one is a 14, does not hit. Second one's a 10. Third one is also a 10. So yeah, he swings 3 times. Apparently still a little affected by the blinded. Maybe he was just a shitty, shot to begin with. As we round to Davos, who is no longer paralyzed. Devin, what does Davos do?
Good job. Good job.
No longer
Thank you, Bergen.
paralyzed. He's going to do what he wanted to do for the last 2 turns, and he's going to cast slow.
Who does he get to use it? Or who does he target?
Alright, so it's a 40-foot cube. Anywhere he can see within 120 feet range, he places a 40-foot cube.
Enemies are within,
So
within range of that.
He wants to get Wexx, both of the priest, the captain.
Okay, that's 4.
Can he get the shark too?
With 40 feet is an 8x8 cube, so yes.
That includes this one then too. I can get everybody?
Yes, sir.
Alright, he'll just get everybody. Cool.
Does he try to target the tentacles? He gets 6 creatures? Without the tentacles, it's 6 creatures.
I'm scared. Without the tentacles, it's 6 creatures. It is up to 6 creatures.
So, no tentacles?
No, just everybody on the ship.
Okay.
No tentacles. I'm afraid. Thanks.
Like,
Cast a spell on a ancient kraken. No.
Is it wisdom? Thank you.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. God, all the fucking rolls. Wexx has advantage on spell save, so I'm gonna roll 2 for him.
Yeah.
And then 1 marrow, is that right? Okay, so let's see. One of the shallow priest fails. Where's my snail? There's my snail. Wexx passes. The maw passes. The marrow fails. I still need to do the captain. Let's make our DM roll all the fucking creatures saves. Me.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Every fucking one of them. Maybe you should
That was
put
a
less
Constitution check, so the bandit captain fails as well. 3 out of 6, not bad. All right. 3 of the enemies get locked down with this sluggish magic that seems to be imposing itself on them. He has a bonus action, I think.
For a bonus action, he will.
He can use his Bard's Dance Rapier as a bonus action. I don't know if that's on his sheet correctly, but because D&D Beyond, I'm going to take this moment while OGL is already, at risk. D&D Beyond, your fucking customized feats and items is fucking shit. Y'all could do much better. I've seen better fucking editing skills on goddamn Age of Empires fucking map creator, and that's saying something. That's shitty shit.
Shitty shit.
What a burn.
Fuck you, D&D.
So he can only do that. He can only do that if he makes a melee attack.
Makes a I think me and him have talked about it since. Because he does not have a lot of bonus actions, I'll allow him to do it. It ignores that. It's as if he had two-handed feet. It's as if he had two weapon fighting, or was two weapon fighting, which would mean he would have to, but we're going to allow it anyway because he doesn't have a lot of bonus actions. And that's what the item's for, to try to supplement his weakness.
Well, then let me roll that hit for. It doesn't matter where it is because it can move wherever. He's probably going to get the one next to him, this one right here that's slowed. It should have negative to its AC and all that fun stuff.
-4, I think.
-2
right?
to its AC.
-2. And it does matter where it is because he can teleport to it if he so chooses.
Indeed.
So we'll say he just pops it. We'll say just on the other diagonal there, so it's still on the ship. Takes a swing. A 16 does hit. 12 points of damage. Bada boom. That's his turn. So we go to Bergie Boy. What you got, dog?
Goldbrand, are you below 50% hit points?
Yes.
I think so.
Is Davos below 50% hit points?
Indeed.
Then it is time.
Is he not at 64?
No, he's taken quite a bit of damage since then.
Oh,
Yeah,
my thing must not update then.
50% of hit points.
Yeah, it is time for a Channel Divinity, Preserve Life, 55 hit points distributed up to so many creatures that are dead.
Up to half.
Yeah, up to half their hit points.
Davos can only
Wait,
take
55?
Yeah, I guess since I leveled.
Oh, I
Used
thought
to
it was
be
more
50.
than that.
No, it used to
Okay,
be
I think
50. It
we're-
actually used to be less.
But it's just up to half. That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
I think
up
I'm
to
getting
half
mixed
there.
up. All right, excellent. So how do you choose to divide that up? Because all 3 of them are at least a little beat up.
Right, I know Pandora is probably hurt pretty bad over there too. I want to give
I'm
most
at
of it
8 hit
to.
points.
Yeah, I think Davos and Pandora need it most. I could be wrong. I don't know, but yeah, whoever needs the most.
I can still ride my AC for a little bit if need be.
So Davos can take about. Sorry, I'm not good at math, and you all know this. He
There you
can't even take 10. He can take like 8 or so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was worse off.
His max
hit
is not
points?
as high as mine, which is why. Yeah.
Okay, so
If you
that
give him
leaves 42.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that leaves 47.
Pandora, what you got? I know you probably need it most.
Yeah, I'm at 8 out of 80, so
You could take 32.
I'm gonna give
Or-
her. Yeah, I'm gonna give her 32. Give Ark
Okay.
the rest.
That's
And-
15, I think.
Can he take 15?
Can you
Yeah.
take all 15 of that arc and not be at half?
And be under half?
Yeah.
Nah.
How much can you take? To get? How much do you need to get to half? Oh.
sorry, we're all
Y'all didn't know
must
there was
have
gonna be
had
math
it
involved today. Huh?
Man, I didn't bring my homework.
Wow, for
The
a second I
dragon
just
is-
saw like the black hair in front of your face, and it's like, wow, that's that's the Ben we know. Excuse me. Alright, did we figure out how much we need? Did
Yeah, I
you
can
figure
take
out how
like
much?
3.
3?
Like I'm like right. I'm like right at half.
Okay, that
Oh, I
leaves
see.
12 points.
Z, you're... Oh, I think I can actually see your hit points for some reason.
He has a hit bar set up, which we hopefully all will in the future, but that's okay.
And
Goldbrand-
Goldbrand
can take all 12 of those and still not
Alright.
be a half.
Action time. Action, I'm going to... am I close enough to touch Goldbrand?
For sure, yeah. While you're touching Goldbrand, this session is brought to you by Slarkrethel Black Rum.
I don't do 0.
The good shit.
Do the do.
Oh, I didn't have nearly as much soda as I thought I did. This is gonna be hella strong. Fuck.
My bottle of
29
champagne's
points.
running out.
Devin, you get 29 points as the best healer in Faerun proves his mettle. That's your action. Bonus action. You can move if you would like, as we round not to Barbara, to Goldbrand.
Uthgard bless you, Bergen. To Goldbrand. Uthgard bless you, holy mans. Goldbrand feeling
Witness
much
him.
better. Yeah, witness him. Hit Spencer Bergen? Yes, witness him. Goldbrand will...
I put like 3
You
shots
good?
in this, and I don't have enough soda. Like, there's as much rum and soda in here, so
I feel you,
I'll
I've been
balance
there.
it out.
Anyway, Goldbrand, if you will allow, will stow his axe, take out the dagger, and attempt to grapple with his first attack action, Wexx.
Okay. Yeah, strength check? Or strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics is the word I'm looking for.
I am raging, so I get advantage.
I think he has a solid acrobatic score. But a 15 is not enough.
Close.
You
So
do,
with my second attack, I'll wail on him with that dagger.
fantastic. No, yeah.
Oh, is that?
That's,
was only
that's
12.
beautiful.
Only 13.
Where's my net? There it is. All right, roll some damage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What-
Let me see here. That gets
That's-
+2 for rage.
Excellent. So fantastic. You grab onto Wexx and he like starts to slip from your grip, but you tighten it so much to where not even like his weird I don't even know how to describe it. It's slimy. The skin is just rubbery and unusual and contorts and stretches unnaturally, but you tighten your grip and stab into his chest with the dagger. Fantastic. That's
So
your
Ren says some middle shit about the path and gets ready to stab him again sometime in
You
the next
still
6
have a
seconds.
bonus action.
I can only really throw the javelin, and there's not. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth throwing it at the shark. Afraid that's all I got. Unless it does something.
I mean, if it's between that and not using your bonus action, it's better than nothing.
Well, for full dramatic effect, after saying something metal, Goldbrand turns into a constellation. Throws a spear at the shark.
I like that you do it like you like grip him tight. I have seen the path of the stars. You are not a part of the future, and just starts cleaving into him. A 13, unfortunately,
Shine on, you
for
crazy
all the
guy.
dramatic flair, does not hit the shark. To be fair, there is like a ship wall. You're like throwing it over the ship. You couldn't even see this thing, so it's a little bit of a wild shot. As we come to the top of the round, a good bit of shit happens. First, all of the tentacles get to make an attack. And I have a feeling you're not going to like it, because they get to add a +17 to this. Alright, first target, they're going to probably grab the closest enemy to them. So we're going to say the one of them is going to shoot on Avalon, because she's right there. A 27 to hit. It deals 20 damage.
God, she's hurt.
She is at 22. I thought she was at 20. She is grappled. She is up here. It has a hold of her. I'll play
Like
her.
dangling up all comically, all
Yeah,
pirate
she-
movie style.
Yeah, she is up in the air. Oh, damn it. You piece of shite. Grappled. There we go. Alright. This one over here, by the shark, is actually going to make an attack on Z. That's a 24. Z, you are grappled and take 20 points of damage.
Cool. For crafts and giggles, I'm gonna do telekinetic reprisal on that too.
Do it! Yeah.
I got him. I'm gonna burn him.
I'm going to roll this in chat just for added flavor, because y'all are gonna love this. Y'all are just gonna love it. Like,
Oh god.
love it. It's a fun opportunity for me to show off the scary shit.
I'm like, when you tell us we're gonna love it, I know we're gonna hate it.
We almost never love it.
We almost never love it. Accurate. What was that, a strength save?
Yeah, it's a strength save.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I wanted y'all to see that.
Any damage is better than no damage. I'll take it.
You are correct in that regard. And that is magic damage. So that deals the full, or excuse me, it's halves to 5. Okay. Excellent. The lower one, it's going to go for a grab on Bergen because he's the closest there. That's a 27 for Bergen. You take 20 points of bludgeoning, and you are grappled by this. I'm going to pull you out here. If you guys wouldn't mind to mark grappled on your tokens, by the way, that'll save me the issue. And then I will. The last one is going to be at Davos, a 32. Davos takes 20 points of damage and is grappled. I don't think you can do him, so I will do that one.
Build more pull.
Yeah,
One is grappled.
For the net?
What? One more time?
Is it the net?
Oh, yeah. Net, the web, any of them.
Whoops.
Oh, and you actually are grappled and restrained. Until this grappled ends, the target is restrained. That's unfortunate.
Can you remind me what that means? Does that mean you can't use-
So for grappled, your speed becomes 0. You can teleport out of it or force the thing away as an automatic way to get out of it. Otherwise, you have to make a check. You also attack rolls against you have advantage. Attack rolls that you make have disadvantage. And then you have disadvantage on dex saves. So your attacks have disadvantage. Stuff have advantage to hit you. Your dex saves have disadvantage, and your speed is 0.
I would also venture to think that it does not move them, correct? Like, unless the ability says it moves them, like the Marrow ability, they're not yanked off the ship.
It does pick them up. Like, it is, it does, like, grapple them and, like, because this is this is the largest creature size, gargantuan.
So we're, like, suspended in the air.
Yes, you are about 15, 20 feet up as these tentacles sort of writhing around the ship. The Markoth gets to take a couple of shots. It's going to take the first 2 on the one holding Avalon. One of those actually hits, I think. Let me double check AC. Yes, one of those does. And thankfully, your cannons do a fuck ton of damage. You see Avalon is lifted up, and then almost immediately, 2 cannonballs come by. One of them goes a little wide, but one of them strikes in the center of the tentacle and just blasts it out, and the tentacle falls with Avalon in the water. Avalon is no longer grappled or restrained, but she is in the water with only 2 hit points. And she is feeling a little rough. The other 2 shots on the one holding Z. A 21 does hit it. 2 21s. And I think that's also enough. Fantastic! You guys destroy 2 of these tentacles, and you hear the creature scream from beneath. I do need to make a note. 2 tentacles. That's... Sorry, I'm having to do mental math. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, and then there's only... Technically, the captain is by the ballista, but he is slowed, so he can't take the reaction to do it, so he's good. With that, I think we pick back up with Pandora. What do you got, girl?
Okay, so is there a way I can help Avalon get out of the water and back into... Well, I guess she can get back on the ship in her turn.
Well, you're right. She does get a turn, so we'll actually do her first. There's nothing around her. She can use the rest of her movement to get on. She is in very rough shape. I'm going to say she's not going to try to attack anything. She's also a melee-based character.
Get, like, back of the ship. Like,
yeah,
she's...
She goes back, and we're going to say... I was trying to think of this. Harvey, we're going to say, is all doubles as the ship's medic. He's going to start patching her up a bit. We'll give her 10 hit points. Not a whole lot, but enough to at least get her in double digits.
Not critical here.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so that's Avalon's turn.
Yeah, that's all she needs to do. We still got this shark over here that's ominous.
Indeed.
I'm trying to think of ways to help, Z's still in the water here. Shit. I guess
Fine.
I'd be alright.
Yeah, he can
Your
walk all over
pirate
it.
ship blasted the fucking tentacle off him. What more does he want from you? I mean, really?
fair. I do have a good shot at what?
Wexx.
Yeah, sorry. Leon was
Kraken
talking.
Yeah,
Priest.
get him. He
Well,
is grappled by Goldbrand, so I think you have advantage. Or no, it's a restrain that gives them advantage. Excuse me.
Yeah, because I'm gonna shoot him.
Get it? 21 definitely hits. Your last sneak check was like a 30. Is that right?
Nat 20, yeah. So it was 33.
With an at 20, he has no chance of finding you. That's 39 points of damage. Fan-fucking-tastic. You fire off an arrow, and it's funny, the cannons are blasting off in separate directions, the tentacles are flying, the chaos as spells and ammunition are thrown about, and you find that perfect moment where there's no obstructions and just fire through and right into the shoulder. It actually like pins his arm to his side. One more time?
I should have expended a charge. I didn't think about that. I always forget about that.
It's okay. With that, we go to the Marrow Shallow Priests. One of them is slowed, so he only gets to do one thing. Remind me, the slow with spells thing, it's like a 50% chance it fails, is that right?
What do you mean? A spell?
Yes. While you look that up, I'll do the other one.
I think you can only cast cantrips.
Can only cast cantrips?
Perhaps.
Interesting. Well, you look that up real quick while I do this quick thing.
No, they can cast a spell, but there's a 50%. They have to roll. There's a 50% chance it doesn't take effect till their next turn.
Yeah, on 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take. Yeah, what he said. On an 11 or higher.
So the one next to you, Goldbrand, is going to fire off its last lightning bolt. I need, once again, Goldbrand and Ark to make a dex save. The other one is going to... It doesn't say, it says spells, not spells and cantrips, right? For the slow thing?
Sorry, I tabbed over Goldbrand. If a creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action.
Cantrips are not spells, though, yes? Yes, they are. Yes, they aren't.
I think
They're spells that this is like from the beginning of 5e debate.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna say it is a spell, but this is the one that's unobstructed. 16, I think 16 beats the save. It does. So Goldbrand, you take 28, but you're raging, so you take 14. Ark, you take 14. As another blast of lightning comes down the middle of the ship. The one that is slowed is going to try to cast another spell. If he gets above a 10 on this roll, it will succeed.
I think it's the opposite. I think if it's above a 12,
it's a 50 chance. So as long as it's below a 10, so it does not succeed. He will on his next turn. He is beginning to use somatic components, but has not quite finished it. As we go to the maw, Z, you've just fallen back in the water. It's gonna come at you, my buddy. I'm sorry. You've just been shark bait this entire fucking round. That's a 21 and a 23. I think both of those hit. I need you to take 32 points of piercing damage as the shark tears into you.
Damn, I guess I should have fucking shot the shark.
And it's funny because Chumley's over here on the deck like, oh yeah, those waters are getting chummed. My work here is done. With that, we are going to Z. You've just been mostly eaten by a shark. How do you feel?
I'm not feeling my best.
Not great.
I have to ask you a flavor question. Something that I'm not confident should be allowed, but I'm going to go for it anyway. As a bonus action, I can generate magic stones. I can generate 3 of them. Since technically they do bludgeoning
damage, a stone.
They are made from earth. Could I change on them?
Yeah.
Alright, here's what I'm doing then.
I thought about this earlier, actually, when I was doing the Stein rune. I'm like, who has earth-based magics besides Z? I'm like, well, Goldbrand can make magic stones. I would let those count. And since you have the same spell, that's totally cool.
Alright, what I'm gonna do is, because I'm tired of this fucking shark, I'm gonna have to use Thunder Step one more time to get away from it, because my body's hurting.
Oh, yeah. What's the save on that? Strength or con?
Should pop up. It's con. And I'm gonna be right here.
It fails. Takes the 11 points.
Fox, you got to show me how to do that.
And
The
then,
fucks indeed.
Yeah, we're just like, whoa.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna generate magic stones. I want one of them to do thunder damage, and I'm gonna give it to Goldbrand. And I want one of them to do standard bludgeoning damage, and I'm gonna give it to Ark.
Well, making them separate elements?
Yeah,
Is that what
that's
you're
why I
saying?
was asking. I was like, can I flavor this in a way where I'm...
Separate.
Yeah,
You see, my mindset is that if you were to do, like, Scorching Ray, which fires off 3 blasts, I would probably make you make them all the same type, and I think I'm going to have to say so for the stone. I'll let you pick what type, but you can only do one.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna... Can I make things, like, ice or cold, or can I only do water or fire?
Water and ice are both cold damage, so you can do either or.
Okay. I'm gonna make them cold damage, and I'm gonna give them to Goldbrand. And then I'm gonna... Dang, I don't know if that's even gonna work. I'm gonna look at Ark, and I'm just gonna say, I don't know if you have any blunt instruments, but try smacking that stone in front of you.
Alright. Actually, I think I do. No, I don't. It's in the bag.
Make an Arcana check? Yeah, make an Arcana check, see?
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds like a great plan. That's not what you want to hear, but... Alright, okay, so that was your action, bonus action. You still technically have movement since you Misty stepped onto the ship. While you do that, Wexx is currently grappled by Goldbrand. He is going to use his second Misty Step. I think this is his last one. No more get out of jail free cards.
Counterspell.
You wish you had counterspell.
I wish I did too. I should have taken that
Don't-
instead of just magic.
Don't remind me that counterspell exists, by the way, motherfucker. With that, that is a spell that takes what he wants to do. Because he has to be at a melee range for his one... We're going to say he actually pops closer back up to where he was. He's going to grab onto Arcanox, and he's going to try to hit you with a Shocking Grasp. Gets to add a +5 to this. That's an 18, which I don't think fucks with Arc. Does it?
Nope.
Because ain't nothing
Kinda
fuck with
close.
Arc. Fantastic. Okay, so he is...
Unless you roll that 20.
No, ooh, whoops, too far. Now we're gonna see some foreshadowing on the video, but fantastic. Okay, at the end of Wex's turn, we go to the Marrow. There's only one left. It's gonna take a swipe on Goldbrand. A 17. I think that hits.
Yeah.
4 points of slashing damage because you are a zippity doop. As we round to Arcanox. What do you do, my dude?
Alright, with Wexx being back in my vicinity, I'm gonna yeah them again. Look at you.
Get him.
Not close to me.
Fantastic. The top one hits. Excellent. And you get one more, or you have your bonus action to do with as you please.
Alright, my bonus action, I'm just gonna swing with Dredge.
Okay. 16. That meets. Yes, it does. Go ahead.
Oh, eat a dick.
It's funny because you like go with the first strike, and he has a turtle shell that's on his back, and he tries to turn to block it, and he manages to block one of the blows, but you swing with the sword, and then you come up like with almost like an uppercut with the fucking dredge, and just pop him in the chin. He seems a little stunned and dazed as we go to the pirate captain, who is slowed. Do they get to make checks on that? I forget. Regardless, he's gonna get his action, but he only gets to make one attack.
I forgot that roll. I'm finally
No,
got it.
but I'm glad you got it. Yeah. You can take that symbol off of you. While Devin's looking that up for me, I'm gonna do a quick
It does get to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
end of each of its turns. I did not do that on either of his last turns. I think he's only been slowed one, so I'll only give him one. And that does not beat his DC. He's gonna make one attack on Ark. 20? Are you at 21?
Ooh, I'm 20. That meets.
Okay, so you do take 8 points of slashing damage. He's going to make one more wisdom check to try to break out of this. He does not. As we round to Davos. What do you do, dude?
I'm Davos.
No, sorry. I should have specified.
My bad. Oh man, he did the slow last turn, which is what he's been wanting to do. Is he grappled again? He's grappled.
He is grappled by the tentacle on the left.
Alright, yeah, Davos is to do what
Demonstrate.
everybody else. He's gonna do what everybody else is fucking doing.
Poof it around. Thunderstep, Misty Step, Thunderstep, Misty Step.
Yeah, he's gonna do what everybody else is doing. Come on, Davos, it's on here somewhere. Misty Step.
That's it. I hope it is. Okay, pick your spot. I will ungrapple him.
He wants to come. Wexx is over here. He can either come help Goldbrand and Z. I think he's gonna go ahead and go here. I can't move him.
No, you're good.
Just to someone else is there to try to pick up Wexx when he does some shit. That's
got
just
you.
an action. So for a bonus action, he can pull his rapier over there, right?
Hit. Misty Step is a bonus action, not an action.
Oh, well, he's just
So he can make regular swings. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna smack Wexx. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Swing, swing.
From the tables of my hearts.
28
Can I smite?
certainly
Is
hits.
it too late to smite?
No, it's never too late to smite. That's the best thing about smite. On a hit, oh my god, most broken thing ever.
Sorry,
No,
sorry
at
for
least the
using
regular
spell
smite
slots.
is.
Yeah, sorry for using the spell slots, Brandon, but it's gotta happen.
I don't think he's gonna care.
I will just do a regular smite, so it'll just be 2d8.
That's totally cool. Go ahead and roll it.
Working on it. I can't find it on his character sheet, so I'm gonna roll it here. Gross.
Okay. So Davos is sort of entangled with this tentacle and trying to pry his way out of it and isn't having any luck. And you watch as he suddenly remembers, oh yeah, and he poof into mist as he reappears on the other side of the ship. Wexx, who is currently entangled with Ark, doesn't even see him, and Davos leaps off of the upper area and comes down with the Sword of Night Arambor, in through the collarbone, through the torso, and out through just below the ribs. And it bursts with this radiant light, and Wexx explodes. Blood, this dark, ichor blood, splatters across the place. Organs and entrails go flying. The turtle shell, the claw arm, it just cover the ship in this dark rain of blood. Davos has slain Wexx, the Kraken Archmage.
Man, it's gonna go straight to his head. He's
I was about to say, this motherfucker. Alright, this is the test. If Davos doesn't watch this video, he'll never know. Let's just say...
You'll never know.
Let's say somebody else killed it. Nobody even mentioned it to him. Ark totally killed him. I remember that.
Good job, Argonaut.
That's an action and bonus action from him, so we go to Bergie Boy. What you got, dog?
Alright. Action is going to be...
As a free action, make an Arcana or a History check for me.
Arcana.
In fact, make the History check. Make either one, but with advantage. For reasons. 19.
For the stone?
Yes, sir. The bottom left stone, the one that has yet to be identified. You recognize the rune on it, and for good reason. It is the Frost rune. This is not only representative of the people who have attacked your town and slew your mother. You remember this being the rune on the wall at the Eye of the Allfather, where Harshnag took the statue's axe and touched it to trigger it. So you know exactly what that rune is. You guys have successfully identified all of them. One of them has the chain dropped from it. The other three still have him bound. Hecaton still seems to be in a paralysis-like state. I shouldn't say paralysis, because it's not that condition. He's incapacitated through magical means. Do with that information what you will. Your go.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a healing word at Z. And bonus action, I'm gonna, with my spiritual weapon, smack the green stone.
With your spiritual weapon, that is radiant damage? Is that right? Or is it... bludgeoning, or?
Oh, I thought it was bludgeoning because of... Is it radiant? Oh, never mind.
I think it is radiant, yeah.
Then I will smack the captain.
Get him. He has a -2 to his AC. An 11 still does not hit, though, unfortunately. You're kind of being swung around by the tentacle, so you're trying to focus, but it's a little harder than you'd like to admit. You still have your action. Or no, Healing Word was your action.
Yes.
Oh. Actually, I think both of those are bonus actions. Yeah? Spiritual Weapon and Healing Word?
Yeah.
I think they're both bonus actions.
So, before I get too sidetracked, Spiritual Weapon is technically force damage. Healing
Force damage,
Word
okay, good to know.
Is a
bonus action. And so is Spiritual Weapon. So you can pick one. Well, the Healing Word goes through. You still have your action to do with as you please. You could try to hit the tentacle that has you grappled. Or you could try to use your action to get out. It would be a contested strength check. And you know that this thing has got a good grip. You are on mute if you are talking, my dude.
Yes, sorry. This,
No,
it's at disadvantage to attack.
Because you are restrained, yes. You're a good man for saying that. And it doesn't matter because you hit anyway, and I love you for it. Okay. You do deal a chunk of damage to this motherfucker. Your mace is magical. Boo! You do get a chunk on it. You are still grappled. With that, we go to Gully Boy. What do you do, Brand?
Oh boy. Man, Davos just kills Goldbrand yet again from Goldbrand's perspective. So Goldbrand's going to take it out on these two Marrow here. He's also going to call out something along the lines of, "It's time to get the fucks out of here." If anybody can help with that might be great. And then he's going to... Yeah, he's going to take it out on this Marrow. Can he take his axe back out to make attacks with his axe, or does he have to... Okay.
No. Yeah, we'll ignore the action economy on that.
This one
Which
first.
one are you doing? The slow? Okay. 21 certainly hits.
Plus 12, plus 2, plus 12.
Wow,
16,
I wish.
16 total, yeah. 16 total. Is it still up?
It is. It's a little under half health.
It's going to get it again. Another plus 2.
Go and give it to you.
And since he's still all lit up and stuff, he's going to throw it this one.
Okay. -2 to his AC. That hits. Roll damage. Ooh. Both of the creatures that you've hit this round are in critical condition. They are bleeding profusely. You gather they're pretty close to death's door.
It's been a while since I was not good enough to get the jobs done.
That's what Tidia says. Oh god. With that, we go to the top of the round. There's only 2 tentacles remaining. One of them just lost Davos, and Goldbrand is the closest creature, so it's going to come over and try to take a grab on you. I forget what it gets to add to that, but it's a definite hit. But I want to tell you the exact number because it makes me feel good about myself. What's a 32 to hit? Does that hit Goldbrand? Nah. Does that hit Goldbrand? You take 10 points of damage for you, and you are grappled, my dude, as it yoinks you out into the air. The other one has Bergen, and it actually pulls back and flings Bergen on the ship. We're going to say, I'm going to do wheel or woe. If it's wheel, it's going to hit Z. If it's woe, it's going to hit Ark. Wheel or woe? It is wheel. It is even. So, Z, you watch as the tentacle pulls back and flings Bergen at you. He travels about 30 feet. Z, you get to make a dex save. Bergen, you do not.
I'm no longer grappled?
You are no longer grappled, which is good.
For a curiosity, if I were to cast shield, could I just deflect him off me?
If it... I wouldn't... He would still take damage, but you might be able to avoid some of it.
Okay, I'll make the save first. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'll say it like this. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say you can use the shield or makes the dex save, but I won't let you do both, because it's technically your reaction in the moment. With a nat 20, I will say that you don't take any damage. You see him coming, and you have a little bit of that psionic control, and you put up sort of a wall of force that he rams into before he makes it to you. Bergen, you do take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, but you are no longer grappled. The cannon sees the shark and the 2 tentacles. Pandora, I'll let you choose as captain of the vessel. What do they fire on?
Shit.
You've got 4 cannons, so you can, mix and match.
Mix and match. Well, I mean, the shark is kind of, it's, I don't know, but then it can't reach the tentacle. Can I shoot at the back tentacles?
Yeah. Your cannons have like 120-foot range or something. You're good. Might even be further than that. It might be 250.
We want to get rid of the tentacles because they're causing some issues, and we
Pandora's
don't
seen enough hentai to see where this is going. All
yeah,
right,
no.
so
Cat girls and tentacles don't go. No.
one of those is the 20, so it definitely hits the left tentacle. These are not magic, and then 2 aimed at the right one.
Yeah.
Oh, I think both of those hit.
Good. As they should.
Oh, and Bergen hit it earlier. If Bergen didn't hit it, it would still be there. But with that hit, the 2 cannonballs make contact with that one and splatter through it. Fantastic. With that, nobody has had a ballista who can use it. But you know what Davos is? I will allow Davos to use his reaction to fire that ballista if he would like. Devin, what do you think?
Okay, what can he fire it at? Is it not facing out this direction?
They're on a swivel. You can aim them at anything.
I think Davos would shoot something with it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pick one of the tentacles.
It's fine. The last remaining tentacle? Okay. Do me a favor. Roll a d20 and add a... Where'd my notes go? Add a 6 to it. That definitely hits.
55.
This is non-magic. The tentacle is still up, but it's feeling it. Goldbrand, you are grappled, by the way. Mark that for me so I don't forget. As we go to Pandora. If she's... Okay, yeah, she's back.
Yeah.
What you got, girl?
Well, nobody's in the water, so I don't know. That shark's just minded his own business for right now, I guess. I'm trying to think who I want to shoot at. I guess the pirate chap right here, because, fuck him.
Okay. Yeah, fire away, bitch.
Fire it. Yeah.
28. You watch. I think you shot this captain earlier. Is that right?
No, I think this is my first shot at him.
Okay. He's been slowed, and you see he was turning very in slow motion, trying to get to the ballista. And as he turns, you just get him right in the neck, and he is down. Fantastic. The shallow priests. One of them, the one in the upper part, was trying to cast Cure Wounds on Wexx, and it just now goes through, and Wexx is obviously dead, and you just see him oh. That wastes his turn, I'm pretty sure. The other one, is feeling pretty good. He doesn't have any lightning bolts left. I think... And Wexx is down. I'm gonna say that he's gonna go for a harpoon on Z. But that's only a 12. That does not hit a Z. Fantastic. The shark, nobody's on this side of the ship, but there is somebody on the side of that ship. The shark rams up against the ship, causing one of its heads to sort of come up along the side, and it snaps at Pandora. Only gets to make one of these. Ooh. Oh, yes, what's your current stealth?
23.
It could. It's within the realm of possibility, so I'll roll it real quick. I'll say this uses its bonus action to check.
Yeah.
You know what? Within that one, it starts to go after the marrow that's frozen in half, floating. It's popsicle. Ooh, Italian ice, my favorite. With that, we go to Z. What do you do, my dude?
I'm gonna cast... I don't even know how to say this. Ream's Binding Ice in this direction.
Okay, and I think it's Rhymes.
Rhymes.
Pop that in chat, because I forget what that one does. I know it, slows their movement or something.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cone. It does damage, and then if they don't pass the check, they are essentially frozen in place until somebody breaks them loose.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage while I roll the con save. What's the radius on it? It's a cone.
Not the best roll.
You could get the Shallow Priest, the Marrow, and the Stone.
That's the goal.
Let's do... Constitution? Bloop. bloop. Both of them pass. They only take half the damage, which is they do not resist cold. Okay, we're good. So that's that you hit the Marrow Priest that's in front of you, and it seems to be doing fine. It is still feeling very healthy. The lower one, not so much, but it does not go down. That's actually supposed to be that. But as the ice does come into contact with the frost stone, you see as it too, the rune glows as the ice energy creeps up around it, and as if the stone were liquefied, the chain slithers and falls out. Bonus action.
The bonus action, I'm actually going to spend one of my sorcery points to do a quicken spell.
Okay.
And I want to do... Technically, this is a spell to hit. I don't know how you want to use it, but I'm just going to try to use it directly on this stone down here. Supposed to attack
what's the spell? And that'll...
it's produce flame, but I'm going to essentially flavor it as like I produce... I don't know, like an earthen hand grenade.
The holy hand grenade.
I am thinking here, I don't think you can do both of those. While one is an action and one is a bonus action, they are both spells. I'm looking at the...
Produce flame is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. Produce flame is. That's what
yes, you're correct. Thank you. But you're doing a quick... I see. Okay. So yes, you're doing it as an air base, or as a what element?
As an earth base. So essentially, I'm going to try to do bludgeoning damage against it.
You spray. It's almost like a mixture of mud and gravel that splatters against the stone, and as it does, even through the muck, it shines that green color as the chain slithers out. There is only one chain remaining. As we go to Wexx, who's dead. As we go to all the Marrow, most of whom are dead. This one is slowed. He's going to try to take a harpoon shot on Z. A nat 1.
He thought.
It's odd. He actually shoots the guy next to him in his slow motion. It's like, there was somebody that... oh no, because Goldbrand was up here a minute ago. We're going to say that he actually hits the one above him. And that's perfect because that's enough damage to kill him. Beautiful, beautiful. Love to see a plan come together. Arcanux, what you got, dog?
Alright. I'm gonna move over here and hit both the Marrow and the Marrow Priest.
Get him! Swing, swing! Only one of those? Oh, actually, you said it in the reverse order, but for funsies, I'll allow it. You can hit both of those, because the regular Marrow only has 11 armor class right now. Roll damage for both.
Alright.
And then you also have your offhand attack. 14... 10...
And with the offhand attack, I'm gonna go hit the Marrow Priest.
Ooh. That meets. Go ahead. Or excuse me, no, it's a 15 that he has, not a 16. But that does pass. 14! Blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. You can move if you would like to, as we go to the bandit captain who is dead. Demos. There's one tentacle remaining, one priest, one shark, and one Marrow. What does he do?
Davos is still riding the hive, killing that motherfucker we met 30 sessions ago.
You're right, though.
He is going to... I was looking to see if he had
To be
anything
fair, he is probably... He did jump down with that last turn, so he should be there. I just didn't move him, my bad.
Davos will, and if he needs to move for this, I like to imagine he moves somewhere that's easier for everybody to reach. I hope he has the spell slots for this. And he would like to cast... Where is it? He wants to cast Dimension Door, but I don't see it on his... There it is.
I think Dimension Door only lets you do one person.
No, it is like a literal door.
I think you're thinking of Gates. Will you pop it into chat?
Yes. Sorry, I was getting ready to read it.
I thought it was just one person.
Try this. I think it is just them.
You can bring along objects. You can bring along one willing creature of your size or smaller. Yeah, you're thinking of Gate, which is like the full, like, semi-permanent doorway.
Is Morgan still grappled?
No, Bergen has been flung onto the ship. He's actually over here by Z.
Yeah, he got
You're
thrown.
probably right about there.
I guess he could grab Bergen. Bergen's one of the only ones that probably doesn't have a way to go themselves. The last tentacle has Goldbrand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that right, dude?
Yeah.
The last tentacle has
Davos
Goldbrand.
is kind of ballsy. He could get across the ship and try to make a leap to grab you and then to dimension door you away, but there would be an acrobatics or athletics check involved.
Nah, I don't think so. He's gonna bonus action use his rapier here to smack this priest here.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Then I think he's gonna grab Bergen and they're gonna bounce.
Ooh, that does not hit, unfortunately. But he dimension doors you to the ship, I assume?
He's gonna dimension door himself and Bergen to the ship, yes.
Okay.
It is about time to get out of here. We need. Does he have thunder damage? Hold on.
Why are you getting out of here?
I was gonna say, what's the
There's an actual Kraken here.
You think you're gonna outrun a Kraken? And also, you haven't done the thing you came here for yet, so...
Well, I was about to recant. I didn't realize that Davos has Shatter.
He
I was going
does.
to tell you to use it
So
earlier, but I didn't want to...
Yeah, can I recant all that and Davos cast Shatter on that last thing?
Indeed.
I did not realize. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Yeah. If it tastes funky, don't eat it, but it should be.
I'll hit the shark too. Yes, thank you.
That's solid parenting advice right there, Barbara. If it tastes funky, don't eat it. As Goldbrain casts the Shatter, and again, swings Shadow Loot around. What did I say? Goldbrain? I'm sorry. Yeah. As Davos swings around Shadow Axe, his blackened loot, he strikes the chords as a thunderous burst of energy happens across, and the rune on the stone lights up once more, and the chain falls from it. As it does, you see, Hecaton has been this pale blue color with this blue glowing eyes, and that's dims back to where his skin is that normal gray, almost monochromatic black, gray, white. His clothes, his hair, very much reminding you of Sarissa. And you see as he shakes his head and stumbles up, and he sees the ship, he sees the tentacles, he sees the creatures in front of him. And with the chain still on his wrist, he snaps one of them, and it begins to crackle with electrical energy, and he swings it and decimates the Marrow and the Shallow Priest in front of him. Not even a matter of effort. And he lets loose this... You see that as his consciousness is coming back, storm clouds are gathering up above, and as he bellows out this war cry, lightning arcs out not just above you, but as far as your vision can see. This is the Storm King in his full fury. He takes the chain. He makes a swing at the shark with his second move. It bashes the shark and electrifies it. The shark is in critical condition, but this Storm King is freed. As that happens, the last tentacle submerges in the water, and rising up,
Oh god.
you see Pandora and Ark. You two have heard many legends of Krakens. Monstrous, incredibly intelligent, psionic capabilities in addition to their master of spellcraft, and usually their incredibly long lifespans. As this rises up, you recognize this. This Kraken is Slarkrethel. This is a legendary creature among these seas that has downed more ships than you could possibly imagine. 7 red, glowing eyes upon its crown, its tentacles writhing and wiggling. You see it is short 3 of them, and it's going to take a little chunk to his hit points because of that. But he is by no means anywhere close to death.
Yeah.
With
We need to
that,
fucking get.
we're going to take a break.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Good luck with that. We'll meet you guys back in 5 to 10. Oof. Congratulations, guys. Y'all have seen not the big bad evil guy, But oh, the biggest, baddest evil guy you ever face.
That's not the bad big evil guy.
Oh, there's so much more to go, my friend. So much more sounds like an exaggeration, but y'all aren't quite done with your journey. Y'all still have Bane and her army. Y'all still have to figure out who the traitor in Hecaton's court is. Y'all still have to unravel the mysteries of the Nightstone, and there's still a couple of other little dangling threads y'all haven't been pulling on, so we're going to see how that goes.
That reminds me, I did not ever roll Arcana checks the last time we were in Nightstone to check that thing. And I should have done that, since I'm supposed to be able to. So next time we're there,
Yeah, I'll let you roll double next time, 100%. You were busy, killing your mortal nemesis and becoming a werewolf. You had shit going on.
It's a good time.
Yeah, exactly. With that, my dudes, I think we're going to get back in it. We just finished Davos's turn. Slarkrethel has emerged in all of its terrible fury. I'll even be a gentleman since there's only 2 people left. I won't use any of his lair actions or his legendary actions till the next turn. With that, Bergen, as this immense, truly impossible to scale, twice the size of either of the ships, perhaps even combined, and while you think octopi have 8 arms, this thing seems to have an innumerable amount of limbs just writhing around. You see 3 of them that are like cut off, like stubby, but most of them seem more than ready to go. What do you do?
I don't. Sorry, I was on mute. I suppose I don't have enough time to squeeze out a prayer of healing. So I will. What's the next best thing? Fucking mass cure wound. Oh wait, I don't think I'll be able to hit everybody. Hold up. No.
Since the stones are not relevant anymore, I'm going to delete those 2.
Yeah. All right. Shit. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, hold on. Let me look at the board again one more time. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck it. It's the last thing you want to hear from your cleric.
Fuck it.
So how big are these squares again exactly?
5 feet squares. Normal size.
Alright. Alright. Boo.
Mass cure wounds. Who is that hitting?
That should be everybody, I believe.
Oh! Wait. So it does have a radius. Isn't the spell I used last game?
Oops, which one did I hit? Did I hit Mass Cure Wounds? I did not.
Yeah, but it says 30-foot sphere, so you can hit as many... The regular Cure Wounds is a touch. I think Mass Cure Wounds does have a range.
I think you had clicked your regular cure wounds.
Oh, had I? That was my fault.
I think so.
What the fuck did I just do here?
29 points. Bless you, Bergen.
Indeed.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, I meant to hit Mass Healing Word because that Mass Healing Word will hit everybody. Mass Cure Wounds will not hit
I think
everybody.
It would have to be the people on your ship, so for sure. By the way, Goldbrain, you are no longer grappled, but you are in the water, as the tentacle dropped you when it receded in.
Yikes.
Indeed. Not the place you want to be when that thing's in the water. And the water, by the way, is like this inky black color. Like, it is opaque for all intents and purposes. You can't see anything beneath the surface.
But Goldbrain looks like Constellation, and he makes light in 10 feet.
I would say this is obscured. I'd say you have like a glow. There's like a 5-foot radius, but not quite the full effect. I would say this makes bright light, and dim light.
I was thinking more about how he looked like a constellation on a black canvas.
Oh.
Enjoying that imagery.
You do! Alright, you still have an action or bonus action, depending on which direction you want to go with that, Bergen.
Right. So let me recant that if I can.
So if you guys have already added the 29, just leave that there for now. Go ahead and roll the Mass Healing Word. Alright, if you already added the 29, take off 9. If you didn't, add 20 to your total. And that hits everybody, yeah? up to
Yeah.
6 targets, or?
I think it's everybody I can see within sight, but let me just double check. That was mass healing word.
That seems so on brand for Spencer. Mass healing. Word.
No, you're right. 6. So
6
I think
people?
that's everybody
Okay.
in the party.
So yeah, that hits the party. So no, that's excellent. Everybody gets 20 points of healing. That's your bonus action. You still have your action.
Does Hecaton look like
And does
he's
that include me on the other ship?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Love how Barbara was like shouting to make sure. Just Hecaton doesn't seem that beat up. He's, giants are hardy. He took a little bit of collateral damage, I guess is the best way to say it, during the fight, but nothing that is, detrimental.
Alright. So before I throw the first fucking stone, are we doing this? Are we fighting this fucking thing? Can this thing be reasoned with?
No.
Cannot be reasoned with. Has motivations beyond. It sees you as ants. Like, you are insignificant. It does not, it's nothing.
Then I offer it the shooting mace to one of its many eyeballs.
The 19 does hit. 15 points of damage. It's sad because as the burst of this greenish energy flies off, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you realize just how massive this thing is. And when it hits it, it's like a. It does do some damage, but it doesn't seem phased by it in the grand scheme of things.
Can I yell to Bergen, since he's standing beside me, get to the edge of the ship?
Yeah, you can. Speaking is a free action, more or less. Short phrases.
To the edge.
Since he has movement, yeah, I'm just gonna direct him towards the edge of the ship, back
Like the
towards
far
our
end?
ship. Back
I
towards
got
our
you.
ship, as far as you can get on our ship without jumping off.
And we're gonna go to Goldbrand with that. What do you do, dude?
In the water, yeah.
Yep. Take you about 10 feet to get onto the ship.
So I have 35 feet left. Okay.
Is your movement speed 50 feet?
It's 45 feet.
Mine. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, Goldbrand can't take anybody with him. He can go, but he made wild shape to go. Goldbrand wants to fight it too, but that's not gonna work out, I'm afraid. Big ass thing. Sorry, I'm looking for Misty Step or anything.
I mean, can we even really run from this thing? Unless we can teleport the fuck out of here, I don't think
I mean,
we can house sail it.
Bergen asked you a good question.
I can't leave my ship.
Sorry.
I
Bergen
would
asked you a
say,
good question.
Pandora and Ark, make a history check.
Yeah. Oh, maybe this is. No, I don't know.
I love the half-defeated sighs as you guys just like, oh, yeah, okay.
How does Hecaton look?
Health-wise, fine. Like I said earlier, a little scuffed up, but nothing bad.
Goldbrand wants to look at him and ask, "Can we kill that things?"
No.
I mean, Goldbrand wants to. Real bad.
So Pandora with the 18, you know that it's nearly impossible to get away from this thing. They are fast. They have an incredible range with their spellcasting and psionic abilities. They are dreadful creatures. It is not necessarily impossible to kill them, but they are very tough. Having Hecaton on your side and having a ship on your side does make it to where you
Not
feel
that
if
difficult.
yeah, it's not hopeless, but it's grim prospects. Let's call it that. What do we do, boys?
God, Saphine can't zap us out of here, can't she?
Whose turn?
It's probable she maybe could.
We have to ask him if he's willing to go. We can't leave him here.
On that note, Hecaton, while it's not yet his turn, Hecaton is bellowing at Slarkrethel and swinging his chains about. And you hear him say, "You spineless coward! You bind me with Jotun magics and make me your prisoner. If you want to rule these seas, you better damn well earn it." He is heated.
Ready to go.
You also know this is the entity that's probably responsible for his wife's death. You know, he is less than happy with it. And since almost everybody on this is dead, and it keeps being fucky, bloop, here's a new one.
Devin doesn't like any of this, but Golbram wants to kill the squid.
It's Goldbrand's turn? What does Goldbrand do?
Golbrand's turn. He asked Hecaton if he thinks that we can kill it.
Hecaton seems damn well hell-bent on trying regardless. Actually, you ask him, he'll go, "We needed to kill the beast. I would love if we could, but I do not believe us capable. However, Slarkrethel is concerned with one thing, achieving immortality. If we can prove a threat to its existence, it will flee."
Noted.
Very interesting.
Golbram will cast water breathing with his last 3rd level spell.
The
I
defeated...
want to try to intimidate a Kraken.
That's Devin. Yeah, Golbrand is like, "Witness!" And he's gonna cast water breathing and... Oh, I'm raging.
Yeah, for intensive purposes of this, the Kraken is close enough to the ship to where if you're on the far right side of the either boat, that you can strike it as if with melee attacks. Because there are tentacles writhing about and, you know,
Okay.
etc.
I still feel like I need to cast that spell. So that's unfortunate. It's a free action to break rage, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Golbram will break his rage. He will cast water breathing on up to 10 willing creatures I can see. Everybody that Golbram doesn't want to die, you can
You know that Pandora has water breathing already. So we'll say you get the rest of the crew, which is 5, and then you get the most of the named crew on the other side. Avalon, Aki, Carvey, you know. Crush also has water breathing, so that's one less you have to get. To make it simple, we'll just say everybody has the water breathing. This way it's, you know.
Cool. And then he will rage. It took his
Sorry,
action to cast that
drop
spell.
the rage, cast a spell, cast the rage. Does he want to move anymore? You still have movement.
He wants. I like the picture he does this while he's running up to it. He can't smack it because he used an action, but
You're right. Okay, so go ahead and move. As we round to the top, all 4 of the 9 lives cannons, I imagine, are going to hit the Kraken. Yes, Barbara?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we can hope they hit the Kraken. In fact, I'll roll these in chat. They need to be above a 12 to hit.
Well,
Only one of them does. Oh, that is unfortunate. They are non-magical attacks. Oh, whoo! Oh, one of those was the wrong number. I am not going to accidentally deal an extra 100 points of damage to this thing. Alright, Pandora. It is your move. What do you do?
Alright, I guess I'm popping off at this bitch.
Get him.
And I'm gonna use one of my charges. Oh,
Good
no.
girl. You are still hide. Oh, well, you were trying to hide from an incredibly powerful psionic Kraken? What was your last stealth check?
23.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this in chat. Oh.
but it's like Chia.
I thought for sure it would have proficiency in perception. It does not, so we'll see.
Damn. Wow.
You
Look at that.
What was your score again? I'm sorry, 23?
23.
Fantastic. By the scare of your butt. You barely passed this.
Love the cat dimension.
In that case, that is 38 points of damage.
Does it pop the charge? I need to
You need to roll it manually, yeah. Extra 7 points of damage.
Right, okay.
God, so much math. Okay, excellent. At the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions. I need...
Oh, I forgot to stealth pull it.
Yeah, I was about to say, go ahead and re-hide.
Never get off my computer.
Did you do 2 of those charges on purpose? Or excuse me, did you do 2?
No, it was an accident.
Okay.
I can only
I thought
do
so.
one on...
Go ahead and hide, because we're going to see if he spots you with this. Because you popped him a decent chunk of damage. I mean, what is that altogether? 45? You have to beat a 15, which you almost certainly will, unless you get a 1 or a 2. So in that case,
I can't, Joey, because I've got that skill. I can't roll less than a 10 because I'm proficient in stealth.
Yes, but a nat 1 would still be a nat 1 by rules, man. But no, you're perfectly good. Your 31 is excellent. In that case, Goldbrand, Z, not Hecaton because of reasons, Davos. All three of you make a dex save. Your DC for this skill is a 23.
I can't even hit. I'm not gonna roll because I can't hit that.
Roll it anyway, because if you get a 1, I'm gonna fuck you.
Or if it's 20.
19, good job.
Okay, what did Davos get? 20? Did you say Davos got a nat 20?
Sorry, I said Z could get a 20 and pass. I need to roll Davos.
Always critical successes. Oh, he meets, so Davos is only going to take half. The storm clouds that have gathered overhead. Slarkrethel slings 3 of its tentacles, and they shoot out beams of lightning. Davos is going to take 11 points. Goldbrand is raging. You also take 11 points. Z, you take 22 points of lightning damage. And this is just his legendary action. As we round to King Hecaton, Hecaton is furious. He's going to take one of his chains, and he slings it, and it wraps around one of the tentacles, and he jerks it in. We're going to get that a roll. I'm almost certain he's going to hit that.
King Hecaton over here jerking tentacles.
Jerking him! Yeah, that's a 21 to hit. That deals 20 points and has the creature grappled. Oh, come on. Come on, BB, don't be this way. There we go. And while he has it, like, wrapped around the one chain, again, lightning crackling off of him, shoots up his arm and up the chain and strikes the beast automatically, because he's grappled, for an extra 30 points of lightning damage. The Kraken lets loose this terrible, deep scream that just, like, makes you feel like your ears are going to start bleeding. It's incredibly uncomfortable. With that, we go to Slarkrethel. And that shriek... Oh, actually, give me 1 second. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Ooh, boy, legendary shit.
Ooh.
Oh, it does not get
lit,
to.
by the way.
What?
Music is lit, by the way.
Yeah, finally figured out how to make Fred Boat bearable. You know what he's gonna do? Do you know what he's gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna roll a die. I'm gonna roll a d6. We're gonna say it's the order that you guys are up here. Devin's 1, Z is 2, Ark is 3, Bergen is 4, Pandora is 5, Davos is 6. Oh, Pandora's hidden, actually.
In the world of the internet, we're not sure where here is.
2? Who is that? Z?
Me.
You hear as this creature's cries of pain spike into a psionic blast, and your heart stops.
Oh.
You die.
Really? Oh,
He has used power word kill, and you have less than 100 total hit points. You are down.
You die.
You guys watch as Z just drops, blood dripping out of his ears, his nose, his eyes sort of like seizing. You get to make death saves and stuff. Or at least I think you do. I'll double check, but isn't it though? It's beautiful. It just says it dies, so I'm going to say that you still get death saves. But oh boy, here we go killing again. That is its action, so it ends its turn as we go to Z. Make a death saving throw for me, dude.
Wait, what do I roll for that?
Constitution check.
The Constitution save.
I think it is technically.
I think it is a save.
I think it is just a 1d20.
I think there should be a way to do it on the sheet, like once you're actually at 0 hit points.
Yeah, if you hit damage, it goes down 0.
38 damage.
Is it tied to an ability score?
So I see that I'm down, but I don't see where to roll the death save.
Just roll a d20. I think Devin's right. You have to roll a 10 or higher. You have 1 pass. You can mark that on your sheet. I think there's a spot for it in the upper right.
Yeah, I got that.
As we go to the shark, who seems much less threatening now, but is still going to try to go for a snap on... It can't get Pandora. It's going to come down here to Bergen because it sees him on the edge of the ship. One bite on Bergie Boy for a total of 18. That does not hit a Bergen. With that, we go down... Quit resetting, you piece of shit. To Ark. You see Z drop. And what do you do?
Not really much I can do against that Kraken.
Yeah, it's a tall order.
I'd say that since up there's a ballista, I'm gonna try to.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to fire on him. I guess.
Fire it, yeah, dude. You get to add a
What I roll?
+6 to this, I think. Roll a d20 and add 6. So you have to roll at least a 12 to hit. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Oh, unfortunately not. It goes a little wide. Because this is not a... You don't get to make multiple attacks with this because it's technically one attack to fire and one attack to load it. You do still have your bonus action.
Okay, can I just run to the next one and fire him again?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna do that.
Ark, the little master of two-weapon fighting, is fighting with two ballistas right now. I just love it.
That one's broke too.
Unfortunate. Unfortunately, no purchase. It's your first time. Your ships have always had cannons. You've never used these flimsy fucking things. Like, this is a fucking oversized crossbow. What the fuck is this? With that, we round to
Pandora
Davos.
on the other ship with her hands on her hips.
You're that meme of that dude in the stadium?
Yep.
What does Davos do, Devin?
Oh boy! Davos.
Oh boy, indeed.
Davos makes some kind of smartass quip along the lines of, "Oh God, we're really doing this," kind of smartass quip. And then he will run up to the... He's already there where he can hit it, yeah?
Yeah,
For
he's close
different
enough, yeah.
purposes. Yeah, he's gonna do the thing. He can only do it once though, right? He's gonna swing at it?
He makes 2 attacks.
Cool.
Both of those hit. 8 plus 14 is 22. Okay, bonus action?
Can he blind the Kraken of the Deep? Is that a thing?
Oh, he can, and he can also smite, by the way. I know you
Not,
don't like to use
yet.
Devin's... I know you don't like to use Davos' spell slots, but if there was ever a fucking time to do it...
In a Kraken fight.
I mean, alright, so the first... He leads with a smite, fine.
At that, actually, Davos would be offended if you didn't, for the record.
Well, let me check his spell slots real quick. He
I
only
gotta
has...
save my smites in case we run into some harpies on the way home.
Yeah. I have to count, make sure... Because I don't think these count on his character sheet when I roll them. So I will use a 4th level spell slot, so he should have one more left over to smite, which makes it a 4d4, 4d8, thank you.
Oh, it might be 5... What is the base? Is the level 1 just 1d8, or is
It's
it 2d8?
It's 2d8 total for the first one.
So you're going up 3 levels, so it's 5d8.
Okay, so 6d8 is the cap. Did that roll? I'm sorry, I'm trying
That's a
to get
1d20. That doesn't...
Fucked up. I'm sorry.
Devin.
There you go. Whoa. Was that d20s again?
You rolled all d20s.
I'm sorry. I'm really misreading.
9, 15.
Really misreading.
Okay, we're just gonna use the 22. For simplicity's sake, we're doing the 22.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It changed the thing on me and I got real confused.
Excellent. You still have a bonus action, surprisingly enough. You can use the Light of Lathander, you can use the Rapier.
He'll use the Light of Lathander for shits and giggles.
Sure, yeah, try to blind it. I mean, might as well. If nothing else, you'll learn its con score.
Really? Oh, that's fair. So it's just a con save. No to hit.
What's his DC?
16.
I will tell you this. The Kraken gets a plus 15. The only way that this would succeed is if it rolled a nat 1. And even then, technically, by total score, it would meet. It's fine. It does take the 5 radiant damage. Oh, radiant?
10 radiant damage.
No sir, no sir.
Failed.
Oh, got you. Thank you.
Somebody's got to try to keep you in line, and God knows I can't
It's
do it
true.
all the time.
Preach.
With that, Davos ends his turn. The Kraken makes its next legendary action. The Lightning Storm cost it 2, so it's only going to do 1. It's going to grab him, because that hurt. I need him to make a... Oh no, I actually just hit him. It gets to add a ridiculous amount to this. It gets to add a 17. So yeah, that hits. Davos takes 20 points of damage, and he is grappled. With that, we round to Bergen.
Well, I reckon it's that time.
Better be hitting that old dusty trail.
I'm gonna look at Z. Oh, do I have to touch him? No, I can get him. I need to look at Z. They arise.
Damn! 76?
78.
78!
Damn.
Bravo! Z, you are picked. You're still on the ground, but you go from like dead and like struggling to wide awake and like adrenaline pumping through your system. He has effectively narcaned you. You are good to go. Still a bonus action.
Bonus action. I'm gonna shoot mace at the Slarkrethel.
Get it.
Just a bonus action is he adjusts his glasses there, you know, just all anime protagonist
Actually-
style.
That's 22 points of damage. Oh, that's excellent. Fantastic. That brings us to Goldbrand. Good sir, what do you do?
Oh boy, Goldbrand's gonna do what he wanted to do last turn. He's gonna take both of his swing with his axe. Goldbrand wants to eat some calamari tonight.
Indeed you do.
Aww.
Also, I just realized this when looking at Slarkrethel a second ago. He does have immunity to lightning damage. So Hecaton's lightning burst, I'm going to say instead that he... Oh, well, no, I'm going to say that that was the first... That Hecaton knew of his immunity, so he's going to get all of that back. Pardon me. Sorry. Devin, go.
I rolled 2 attacks. Only one was good. You could add +2 to that damage.
Indeed. For 20 damage total. Fantastic. Bonus action.
Am I within 5 feet of him?
Yeah.
Am I within 5 feet of him?
Yeah. Do you not hear it?
No, I did not. Okay, I'm not gonna throw a javelin then. It'll be a disadvantage.
I mean, if you have no other bonus action, what are you losing? And it hits! Look at that, see? Go ahead. Roll some damage.
8.
8. Blue loop. Fantastic. As we round to the top of the round, the ship is going to fire.
Damn right.
Oh, that was a 1 and a 3. Neither of those hit.
Shit.
Other 2. Oh, a 2 and a 7. None of those hit. A volley of cannonballs just goes broad. As we round to Pandora, what do you do, bitch?
I'm firing whoever's shooting those because they got good poor aim.
Angus McCroton and the fucking is a powder monkey down there like fuck, trying to hold it and launch 4 cannons. He has help, but still.
Alright.
We've never
We're
had to
gonna-
target anything so big before.
Yeah, they're kind of pissing themselves too, so you know it's a little extra hard.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna roll. And I'm gonna pop another charge. Where's my buttons? Sorry. That's the charge. Yeah, we're unloading on this guy.
30 hits. What was your last stealth? 31? It cannot see you, so that's cool. So 37 points of damage. Excellent.
Eat my dick.
Right,
My bad dragon dick.
Crazy.
You say that? Make another oh, a 29. He's probably not going to see you, but I'll let him take a peek just in case. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, he only gets a +4. Never mind. Which I feel like it's not there by the things though. Okay, never mind. All right, you fire off, you hide. We go to King. Oh, actually, no. He is going to take this opportunity. It has Davos in a tentacle. It's going to fling him at Goldbrand. Goldbrand, make a dex save.
Catch him.
Can I make
now-
a strength save to catch him instead? An athletics check?
Since you passed your dex save, I'll say this. Because you passed your dex save, I will allow you this option. You can make that save to try to catch him, and if you succeed, you'll reduce both of your damage by half. But you will take damage. Since you are, staying to catch him.
Is he gonna take damage if I just let him go past me?
Yeah, he's gonna take damage either way.
I'll grab him. I'll try to grab him.
Okay. So, excellent.
I'm raging, I get advantage.
Now, earlier it was only 3d6 because the tentacles were just sticking up. Now that the full form is up, he's throwing you 50 feet, so he gets 5d6. 13. Oh, that 13, 22. Because you passed your check, Davos and you both take 11 points of damage.
Oh, look at that. They're bro.
Better than him taking, 5d6 total?
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Hecaton is going to, now that he knows he's immune to the...
Oh, Davos does not look good.
No, he do not.
Glad you caught him then.
Yeah, me too.
Hecaton is going to make 2 swings. He has to roll above a 4, which is pretty easy. Okay, he hits both of those, and again, slams in twice with the chains and has the beast grappled. He does deal a chunk of damage, and the Kraken is showing a little bit of wear. It's difficult to say where it is on the spectrum of hit points, but y'all know y'all have dealt a good bit of damage to it. As Hecaton ends its turn, before it goes to Slarkrethel's turn, he's going to use his next legendary action. It's technically costs 2 of them, to do Lightning Storm. I need Z, Bergen, and Ark to all make a dexterity saving throw, beat a 23. I know, for some of you, I'm asking the impossible.
Oh, Jesus.
As is previously established, that would be max damage. Luckily for you guys, my dumbass likes to just put the average damage to save myself some die rolls, so we're not going to do the max damage. All 3 of you do, however, take 22 points of lightning damage as 3 more bolts strike into you across the ship. And now we go to the beast's turn. And it is going to do... Who did I just hit with that? Z, Bergen, Ark? I'm sorry, Z. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's going to cast Chain Lightning. And I did look at this last week. It is not target 1 and other 2 save, it's all 3 save. So in fact, Pandora, what's your hit point total?
Me?
Yeah.
My hit points on my ship?
No, on you.
What I got?
Yeah.
Right now I have 60.
Bump yourself up to 80. This is 20 extra hit points for that instance. I forgot to correct that earlier. You're welcome. See, I can show mercy. I just don't like to. I need Golbrand, Davos, and Z to make another dexterity saving throw for me.
God.
Golbrand, you do technically have advantage.
Did it not roll twice? Yeah, it rolled an
It did
11.
not.
7 and 11.
I just see the 7. That's weird.
I see the 7.
There it comes through. Okay, Z's yours and... Okay, so Davos passes. Oh no, he doesn't because it's a 23 fucking check. All 3 of you take 41 points of lightning damage as he just lays into you all.
Davos is down.
Davos is down? Okay. I will put a little skull beside him to mark him. That is its whole turn. So it did lightning, yeah, enchant lightning. Okay, so that brings us to Z. You're feeling really rough, dude. What do you do?
I shoot a middle finger at every single person that launched an attack at this guy, and I say you're all fucking stupid. And then I do the only thing I could think to do, and that's cast a 5th level fireball.
Okay. Do you do it just traditional fire, or?
Oh god, I'm afraid because I don't know what it's gonna have resistances to. I know I'm not gonna do thunder damage.
Well,
you're not gonna do lightning
and thunder. Yeah.
You're not gonna do lightning damage.
I think I will do thunder damage then.
Okay. Roll the damage for that. I'll roll the dex save. I will tell you this. Dex is his lowest save.
And it's grappled, if that makes a difference.
It has disadvantage on, or is that if it's restrained?
I don't know.
Let me look. Restrained. I hate that they're so similar. Restrained imposes disadvantage on Dex. Grappled does not. It is grappled by Hecaton, though. Let me double check to make sure his chains don't. No, it just says grappled, no restraint. So you don't get advantage.
I'm going to. How the crap do I get back to this? Because I can't remember how to do it. Here it is. All the damage that I did. Where are you at, buddy? Oh, look at them.
What are you trying to look at?
I'm trying to look at the dice I rolled. I mean, I know it's going to be halved, but I want to use a powered spell to try to reroll some of those ones.
You have to mouse over the 42. If you look in the Roll20 chat, if you mouse over 42, you have 2 1s that I can see in a 2.
That's what I'm trying to do.
All the rest are 6s and 5s, though. You rolled really well, considering. The average damage for Fireball is usually 28. Also, you have that ability that lets you reroll fire damage. Now that you've unlocked, since this is a fire spell and you've unlocked that sort of elemental mastery, I will allow you to do that, and this will save that ability if you would like to.
Oh, that emblazon ability. I forgot I had that.
Oh.
I think all that does, though, I have to re-roll the entire thing, right?
No, I think you get to pick I think you get to pick up to 4 or any. I think your other ability you were talking about is up to 4.
For some reason, it's not showing me the actual ones that I rolled. Like when I mouse over it, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, you've got 3 6s, 4 5s, 2 and 2 1s. So really, you rolled great. Reroll 3d6.
I'm just gonna reroll 3d6. Yeah, exactly that.
And this is going to be -4 from whatever this total is.
Yeah.
So an extra 9 points of damage. 51 points of damage. Excellent. 51 points. Come on, let me edit your hit point turtle. I just said hit point turtle.
Turtle.
Your turtle!
Mark that off.
Let me get that turtle!
Turtle would be shitty right now.
Because I'm like, why do you hate me so much? I'm just gonna move like as far away as I can to the backside of the ship and be like, please stop killing me.
I'm really tempted just to use his legendary action to pop you anyway, but I will resist. We do go to the mobs, which is going to try to make a snap-on buggy boy. That misses by a mile. The shark's kind of swimming in the circle. Like, I feel useless now. My boss is here. You know, this is really out of my pay grade. As it ends its turn, though, it is going to make another attack. I think on Goldbrand. It's going to make a tentacle attack. Goldbrand, does a 25 hit? Yes, it does. Do me a favor. You only take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled now.
Damn.
Wow.
It's a rough time.
I don't know. I'm super critical.
Arcanox, what do you do?
Hit it with the ballista this time.
Rude.
I'm critical.
God, what can I do besides that, though? Shit.
Fire Breath, you could hit it with Douse and Dredge. They both have a little bit of range to them. You would have to get a little closer, I think, but other than that, tough to say. The crossbows, or excuse me, the ballistas do not get to add as much as you do, but they deal more damage. For whatever trade-off that's worth.
I'm just gonna fire him at him with the ballista again.
Okay.
I like being on the far side of the ship from him.
Yeah. I was like, no, they're getting grappled and thrown over there. I'm good.
Fucking 7, Jesus, I hate
my
this
God. You can you like kick the ballista, fucking you can roll, you can use your second attack to shoot the other one again if you would like to.
You know what, I will.
Do you not have inspiration? Do you second?
You do have inspiration.
Fuck it. One more time. 12.
Exactly what you needed. Fantastic. It does take 28 points of damage from that. And it's looking pretty wounded. You see, like, a couple of tentacles now are, like, slashed or bleeding or split open and, like, hanging at its side. Well, we'll get to that in just 1 second. So that's your... Since it's normally a full action to do the ballistas, that's your action bonus action. You can move if you would like to. As we go to Davos, before he makes a dex save, you guys see a plume of flame rise up from Bergen. As Ember, who has not yet been utilized since the three of you have came along, this adolescent phoenix, about the size of a hawk, spreads its wings and glides with this flaming trail behind it, and flies from Bergen to Davos, and revives him with 24 hit points. He is still prone, but he is breathing. And Ember bursts into this flame, and the ashes, there is a small red egg. I'm going to say that was... You know what? I'll allow Davos to still make the move. What does Davos do?
Big yikes.
Yeah, he opens his eyes, sees the Kraken, and screams.
I guess.
Do me a favor, guys. Do not let Davos be the one to finish this thing. If y'all do finish it,
I was about to ask how he looks.
Make a perception check using Davos' stats because he has better perception.
No.
Oh, actually, no. You might have the better perception. I'll allow you. Yeah.
Davos is still pretty good. It's his turn.
A 20. It's very difficult to read a type of creature like this, so massive in scale, but it looks rough. You gather, with a little more pressure, y'all might be able to scare it off.
To run it off. Okay.
As Davos looks around at Z, who's pretty badly, who is under a quarter of their health.
Not me for once in this fight.
Pandora at full health on the other ship. Like, have fun.
That does raise a question, because I don't know that this ever came up, and I don't know how it affects how I rolled in the last session, but you have mentioned previously that if I drop below a certain point total, I have to make a wisdom saving throw, or the wolf tries to save itself. I don't know if that applies, because what happened last session. But I wanted to be fair.
Very good point. I will say that with your added level of control, that you are okay for the time being. If you phase into it, you may not have, what's the word I'm looking for? You get a sense that you have a good chance of controlling it, but it's not a given.
I don't want to. I'm.
Yeah, I know, but just if you get to that point.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent.
Davos is gonna swing on it twice. He's probably gonna smite. I don't know anything else to do at this point.
I think both of those hit.
Let me check some spell slots to see how many I want to smite at. So last time it was 4th. He has one more of those left. So this, they'll say that I'm too afraid to not have him do this. So he's gonna spend a smite at a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay,
which is
that's
4d8.
48.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong. Oh, and that's the wrong number 2. I has the dumb, y'all, if y'all didn't know. It still has... It's gonna make an attack against him. This is gonna hit, but yeah, that's a 28. Davos takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage, so he's at 4, but he's grappled again.
God, Davos. Starting to think Davos wants this.
Grapple me harder. Flaggy.
I think you still have a bonus action. I don't think you can use your thing anymore. Your Vital Defender.
So.
I think
he will give a bardic inspiration to Bergen since he is next.
Excellent. As we round to Bergen, you hear Davos sing a little titty. As he clings on with 4 hit points. What do you do?
I use my last Channel Divinity, preserve life. I'm going to do 24 to Davos and the rest to Goldbrand.
How much is that total? How much is that total? I'm sure I can take all of that.
Oh, sorry. How much did I say to Davos?
31,
24?
I think, is what you have left.
Yeah, I think I said 24, so yeah, 31. So 31 to you, Goldbrand.
That is appreciated because I was at 1 hit point.
God.
Yes. Wow.
Don't tell me that, Daddy.
Action, I'm gonna move over to Z. And let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Fucking boop.
Excellent. Z, you get an extra little perk. And with that, we go to the... Oh, no, I'm sorry, Goldbrand.
Cobrand's gonna do what he do. He's gonna swing on the Kraken.
I will say, you are close enough to Davos when he was picked up that I will say you can target the tentacle that has him grappled. I will say it'll deal half damage, but if you do more than 10 damage this round, it'll drop him.
Okay, here's the first
10.
attack.
That hits. Are you wanting to do that, or do you want to just
Yes,
do regular?
I would like
Okay.
to do that, but
I figured as much.
that's gonna get +2
That's-
anyway.
Oh, which makes it 11. Or, well, yeah, 11. With the one strike, you cleave through the tentacle, and Goldbrand falls, and it's still fucking... Stay alive! Stay alive!
Can I use my second attack on Slarkrethel?
Of course, yeah.
Can I keep going? Oh, yes.
Oh my god,
juicy.
yes you can. DD. Oh,
Plus
that crits.
4 for rage because of the crit. Well, it's not a damage, it's not a dice.
It's not a dice, yeah. So it's +2 for 17. Goldbrand rushes up to the end of the ship, cleaves once to get Davos out, and then actually grabs onto the tentacle that's still attached to Slarkrethel and pulls it and chops it off toward the base of the creature.
You'll be eating good tonight.
Slarkrethel writhes and screams, and you guys again hear this just deafening, ear-splitting sound. And for the first time, you see fear in its eyes.
Fuck it up.
Get the fuck out of my swamps.
We go to the ship.
What are you doing in my waters?
One of those hits. What are you doing in my waters? Indeed. Only one of those hits. Okay. Okay. As we go to Pandora.
I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I've been popping out of my cat dimension to pow.
Papa Pow, indeed.
And I've still got charges. 2.
Unfortunately, a
Let me use
17.
my lucky point. My last lucky point.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So that's 36. What was your last stealth check? I'm sorry. How do I ask you this every time?
Shit. A 29, I think.
Okay, he can't
If I
see you.
updated it.
So that's 36 plus the 2 for 38. Woo! Okay, y'all are fucking him up. Okay?
Oh damn.
On that 1, he technically sees you. And because he sees you,
He's mad. I know.
yeah, I'm trying to decide his fight versus flight instinct. This isn't a Wheeler Woe. That's a percentile. Okay. Slarkrethel. Oh, but he can't do the thing until... Okay, you know what? He will. He's going to cast another Lightning Storm. Pandora, Goldbrand, Arc. You 3 make a dex save for me. Goldbrand at advantage because you're raging.
Shit, man.
That's a fail. That's a
I got
fail.
a +9 and piss poor rolls.
And while that's a good roll, that is still a fail, unfortunately. All 3 of you take the full 22 points of damage as 3 more lightning strikes hit you.
That's good for Goldbrand, right?
Yes, thank you. Hecaton sees that you've got the beast, and He rushes up and he grips onto it as well, and he heaves with all of his strength to pull the beast closer. He takes the change and just starts bashing the creature. He strikes it right at the center eye, and it cries out in pain. What does he get to add to that? Both of those hits. At the end of King Hecaton's turn, Slarkrethel does get to make another action. He doesn't have anybody grappled. He's going to make a tentacle attack, but instead of grappling him, he's going to try to push him away. Tentacle attack gets plus 17. That's a 19. Math. And then as it goes to Slarkrethel's turn, it rises out of the water, floating,
God!
and tries to move away. Goldbrand and Davos both get an attack of opportunity.
Fuck 'em up.
+2 for rage.
That does hit, and that does do. Roll Davos real quick.
Working on it.
Y'all are getting fucking... Woo! I've got spicy armpits over here. I don't know about y'all. Excellent. Slarkrethel moves away quite a good bit of distance. It is about... I think it's 60 feet away at this point. Let me double check its fly speed.
But he's pretty massive, so even being far away, he's still pretty big.
He's big, but he might be beyond some ranges of stuff. Where's
Not
fucking
me.
movement on this sumbitch? Okay, here we go. Okay. I just want to look at one more thing. Okay. It has moved away a good bit. It's used both of its legendary actions. Z, what do you do?
I'm kind of mad because you killed me. So,
Good reason to be mad, yeah.
I'm gonna cast a 4th level fireball at it. It's gonna be piercing damage. I'm essentially gonna flavor it as like a giant ball of earth that explodes into like essentially stalactites.
Fantastic. You actually, you swirl your arms about you, and the 4 stones that have the runes on them rise up and shatter into these shards of stone, and you fling it at him. Roll your damage. And it will roll a save. It's a dex save, which you know it don't got a great stat on.
They're stacked on top of each other. It appears to have broken the game.
Indeed.
Hold on. They're trying to move. There it went.
31 points of piercing damage?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I will tell you guys this. He is less than 50 right now. He is very close. He is looking the worst he's looked the entire day.
Don't let Davos hit him.
Oh, Pandora, you failed your save, so this shark is gonna fucking bite you. I swear to God, I want it to. It's got 18? Does that hit you? Oh, a 20. I'm sorry, dirty 20.
Fuck off.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a +6, but it's a +8. My apologies. You take 16 points of piercing damage.
Well, I got a question, Joey.
I don't like the way you say that, but yeah.
Do I have a reaction to it attacking me?
Technically, or you want like an opportunity attack?
No, because I have uncanny dodge, and I can use my reaction to have its damage.
You can definitely do that. Yes, absolutely.
Suckers.
Drop it in. Oh no, uncanny dodge, not evasion. Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, mommy. All right. So you take half of that. Z, you still have. Or no, I'm sorry. Z, did you get to use your bonus action? I think I skipped that.
No, but hold on. Let me see if I have anything I actually want to use.
How much damage was that, Joey? Originally, sorry.
You take 8 points. Is what you actually take.
Actually, this is gonna sound. He's flying in the air, right?
He is. He's about 40 feet above the water and about 60 feet away from you. Maybe not 40 feet. Maybe 30 feet.
I hate to do this to her, but I kind of want to use my bonus action to summon Kaya, like directly on him. in the air.
No! You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
dog might hit you after this. You drop
go
a
get him.
hellhound. Sick him. Roll damage for that and roll to hit. I don't.
I have to pull up the stat block for the.
It should be under your
Roll?
extras.
I have it here, and then
Okay, cool.
instead of doing the regular bite attack, I'm gonna use the fire breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roast him.
This is actually the first time you guys have seen Kaya since he's had this transformation. Kaya is no longer the black shadow hound. She is a hellhound. Fire wreathes around her mouth, her eyes a gleaming red, her skin that same kind of like cracked magma look that Z gets when he's really pissed off. I've got bad news. He has like an 80% chance to pass this.
Wow.
But he just barely did. He takes half of that damage.
That's all right.
Alright.
You did a good job, girlfriend.
Oh god, y'all are getting close. I need a... I'm getting spicy pits. Argonox. The beast is trying to flee. It is probably about 60 feet away from the ship. Probably closer to 80 or so away... probably about 100 feet away from you. The ballistas can still reach it. But you know, gotta hit it.
Gotta actually hit it, buddy.
Gotta actually hit it, yeah. You know what? Third time's the charm, baby.
I believe you. I believe in you.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll twice. 8, 13, Jesus fucking Christ.
Can I look over at Ark and say, "You've been around a ship for so long. Come on, buddy. I know you're better than this," and give him my point of inspiration to try again.
Oh,
You know what? I'll allow it, yeah.
Roll it.
Both again. Fuck it.
Took it off.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. See, that's better. That's better. That's better.
And with the... Oh, but it's halved because it's non-magic. He's feeling it. We round to Davos, who's just been picked back up. I will say this. There is an egg on the ship. Y'all can pick it up.
Oh yeah, there it is.
If the ship goes down, the egg is lost. But y'all seem good for now.
I didn't use my movement, so I'm gonna go stand next to the egg.
Egg. All hail the egg.
Oh, Devin, you're Davos, by the way.
Oh, say I'm sorry. Egg, as in like Ember's egg?
Ember's egg, yes. The ship does. I mean, the ship's taken some damage. You don't know how much it can hold. It seems under half. But with the creature fleeing, it's probably not as much of an issue. It's more of just
Davos wants to
little bit of risk
Ember's egg.
I'll cost that a bonus action, but go ahead.
Alright, he's gonna do it. He's gonna cast a guiding bolt. I know we really don't want Davos to be the one that kills this thing, but
It's within this damage threshold. Let's see it. Roll to hit.
Fucking do it.
I killed that one too.
I was about to say I can't let this thing get away. Devin can't let this thing get away.
Even at Davos is. Even at the sake of Davos having bragging rights for the rest of his life.
He's gonna cast a guiding bolt at 5th level.
At 5th level. Okay, roll to hit.
What?
That's a
Whoa.
healing word. You cast a long spell, you heal the Kraken, it gets away.
No!
Sorry. Let's try that instead. I don't think.
A 14 does not hit, unfortunately. Oh, that hurts
See,
my
that
heart a little
universe
bit. I'm
doesn't
sorry.
want Davos to win.
I would have been. I would have been real mad after I had done like almost 100 points of damage to this thing if he would have killed it. I'd have been like, no, you killed me, I'm killing you.
We go to Bergen. My dude, what do you do? Spencer over here, tired.
I'm like, Bergen, you're allowed to kill it. It's fine.
I don't know. If you
Actually,
could.
please do. Shoot him ace in the face.
Can I cast a wall of ice in front of it?
The size it is, you don't think it would contain it? Your cone of cold.
But if he
your
builds
cone
it,
of cold is a 60-foot range. You could hit it with that. Devin, what were you saying?
if he builds the walls like under it, doesn't it have to take the damage for like all of the walls? Because it can't encompass it. It has to like be
The
under
walls
it.
can't-
Or...
the walls can't free float around it. It's off the water.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you can pass it around them, but it would just fall.
Yeah,
And
got you.
Cast above it so it falls on top of it.
Well, and it also depends on the wall of ice range.
You said the cone of cold could hit?
The cone of cold could reach it. I'm looking at wall of ice now. Let me just. It does have 120-foot range.
I'm gonna assume it's similar to wall of fire. It has to be on a solid surface.
Right, yeah, no, that does make sense.
It says with a solid. You create a wall of ice on a solid surface within range, which is sad because it also says you can make a dome. And for a second, I was like, oh, he could just dome and like drop it on it. No, unfortunately, no wall of ice, but you can cone of cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. He might have resistance, but it might do more than my shooty mace anyways.
Fantastic.
Damn.
A con save, you say? Bergen rushes to the end of the ship, throws out his hands, the ring on his finger glows this bright blue, and it sort of washes over him as this icy buildup frosts across his armor, and this enormous blast, this blizzard emerging from his palms, blasts the beast. Its tentacles like writhe and contort and seize up from the cold, becoming fragile and brittle. And as the creature tries to move away, one shatters, and another, and another, and another. Bergen, do me a favor. Make one final attack with your shooty mace.
Oh shit, dog.
No pressure or anything.
And I'll even say this. It's not the normal AC. Beat a 15.
Well, there you go.
Bergen shatters Slarkrethel into a rain of ice shards and frozen blood, and this, you watch as the red of its eyes begins to glow dimmer and dimmer as the beast sinks beneath the sea. Bergen, you have slain one of the most fearsome creatures on this realm. Admittedly, with a bit of help from some friends. But bravo fucking vo, dude. And thank you very much for staying with us for it.
I just want to run up and say you brought me back to life, and you killed it, thank you, and give him like a hug around his waist like a little boy.
Definitely not how Bergen thought his day would end.
Yeah. Hecatan like comes up behind you and like smacks your back, and you fly a full 10 feet forward and like run into a wall. Excellent. I did not think we could best the creature, but you are all worthy allies. Thank you for your aid this day. And with that, my dudes, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Bra fucking vo, thank you all so much for this. This was fantastic. I am riding on cloud 9 and will not be able to go to sleep for at least 2 hours. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. And is it time for D&D yet?
Always
Love you
D&D
guys.
time.
Later, guys.
Always D&D.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.